We are controlling transmission. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to
Skeeters Baseball.
Deep to left field, going back to the track, to the wall, and he got it all!
After missing the playoffs last year, the Skeeters look to get back to their winning ways as they strive to win it all again this season.
Holy cow!
Follow the Skeeters all season long as they drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship.
I don't believe what I just saw!
The Skeeters' new skipper, Pete Incaviglia, and his boys are primed to win it all as they look to claim the second title in franchise history.
Sugarland! It doesn't get any sweeter!
This is a live presentation of Sugarland Skeeters Baseball. Skeeters Baseball begins now.
And look who's coming up.
So let's go to the broadcast booth with the voice of the Sugarland Skeeters, Ira Liebman.
Welcome to Sugarland, Texas. We are live at Constellation Field, home of your Sugarland Skeeters. More live Atlantic League baseball action tonight as the Sugarland Skeeters take on the Road Warriors in Game 2 of a 7-game series. The Skeeters come in 24-17. The Road Warriors are 10-30. The Skeeters will send up their right-hander, former big leaguer Casey Coleman. Coleman, no record, a sparkling .75 ERA. Former Skeeter Raul Rivera, who is 1-4 for the Road Warriors, the right-hander, has a .351 ERA. Today is game number 42 of the season. Skeeters find themselves 5 games back in second place in the Freedom Division behind the front-running Barnstormers. Hi, I'm Ira Liebman, joined again by Will Scott, Ryan Posner later on in the broadcast. And, well, the Skeeters did not play an extra inning game until this past road trip. They played 3 on this road trip, so there's no way they could come home and play another. But, yes, they did. In the first game back, they lose 4-3. It was kind of an up-and-down game. The Skeeters went ahead 1-0 in the first. They lost the lead. They were down 2-1. They tied it 2-2. They down 3-2. They tied in the bottom of the ninth 3-3, only to lose in the 10th. Skeeters now are 1-2 in their last 3 extra inning games, and all by the same score, by the way, 4-3. So it's been kind of a tough stretch for the Skeeters.
Yeah, first 34 games, no extra inning games. In the last 7 games, we've played 4. Yeah, definitely a tough stretch. I mean, you called it when it was 1-0 going into the 5th inning. You said that we were keeping them around for a little bit too long, and sure enough, one swing of the bat, Chris Rivera gives them the lead, and then Chris Rivera again gives them the lead in the top of the 10th inning. 2 home runs from him yesterday. He just had 3 on the whole season coming in. So give credit to this Road Warriors team. You know, it's been tough for them to, continually play on the road, and their record shows that. But for a Skeeters team that is 5 games back, you got to really look at this series as an opportunity to get back in that division race. And last night, definitely not a good start.
On top of losing 4-3 in extra innings, the Skeeters have not fared well in one-run games. Last 5 one-run games over the last 7 games. On top of that, they're just 2-3, and the Skeeters are just 7-7 in one-run games. And if you want to get into the playoffs, you have to be better in one-run games than a 7-7 record.
There's been so many close games on the road, and normally we don't see close losses at home. It's mainly been on the road that we've seen those one-run losses. But yeah, the Skeeters just have not been able to win on the road consistently. And last night, they tied the game in the bottom of the ninth, looking like we're going to get right back in it. And then Chris Rivera again with the home run. So Yeah, they got it, like you said. Lancaster has been winning the close games. We have not, and that's been the difference.
And the Skeeters, in their franchise history, just 30-30 in extra inning games. Another part of the problem for the Skeeters right now, they are very banged up. Before the game, Barrett Barnes went on the DL, so when you look at this lineup, it is not what the Skeeters lineup has been. Javier Betancourt, a guy's usually going to bat on the bottom of the lineup. He is in the top spot. Granted, he is hitting fairly well now. Alvaro Rondon at the bottom, who's hot. You think, well, he'd be ideal. He's got speed. He's getting on base. He's hitting really well, but he's also playing with a sore shoulder. Derek Norris was the DH last night because he has some bumps and bruises. And really, when you look at this lineup, the only two guys that are hitting consistently right now are the 3 and 4 hitters. Dennis Phipps moved up to the 3 spot. And Matt Chavez, who generally does not bat in the cleanup spot, is 4th. And Derek Norris, who's in a fairly big slump, is batting 5th. So this lineup is not what it once was.
Well, Pete Incaviglia has to do something after that loss last night, try to get the team with some momentum going into the last 6 games of this series. And definitely some moves that really are eye-opening. I mean, Javier Betancourt, first time all season, he's been in the leadoff spot. So, hey, credit Pete Incaviglia, wants to try something new, get something going for the Skeeters right now.
But there may be help on the way. Ben Grissett, we saw him come into the game last night just off the DL, kind of a test to see if he's ready to go back in the starting lineup. In the starting rotation, rather. So he pitched last night. He pitched okay in his first appearance since coming off the DL, so you got to think that he's going to get back into this rotation. And even though the Skeeters have not fared well over these last 8 games, in the last 3 games, their starting rotation ERA is just .51, so might be a very good sign for things to come, and the Skeeters really need some good starts here.
Yeah, I mean, the starting pitching has been very impressive. Surprisingly, the past couple of games have been the bullpen that's been questionable for the Skeeters, but they have had a lot of guys signed. But the starting pitching has been solid. And Casey Coleman, like you said, just an 0.75 ERA on the season. He's pitching tonight. You've got to expect a great game from him.
Well, speaking of that bullpen, a big part of this bullpen recently is the Submariner, the right-handed former big leaguer Ben Rowan. And a chance to sit down and speak to Big Ben. And we'll come back. We'll hear from the former big leaguer. Very interesting story. Back in the pregame show in just a moment.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really mattered.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hey Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back to the Skeeters pregame show. Our reliever here with Skeeters right-handed reliever Ben Rowan. Ben, you were a 22nd round pick of the Rangers in 2010, but talk about your style. Sidearm, Submariner, you kind of come sidearm, but then you come from with under at the last second. What would you consider yourself as a pitcher, a sidearm or a Submariner or some crossbreed of both?
I think definitely a Submariner. I try to get as low as I can and almost scrape the ground, which I have in the past, but it's something different, something unique, and something that the hitters haven't seen.
Usually when you convert to that, it's because of either an injury or you're not throwing hard enough. When in your career did you kind of convert to this method, and For what reason was it really?
I converted a long time ago. So back in freshman year of high school, I dropped down to sidearm, and I did that for 4 years. My high school coach came up with the idea, and we ran with it. And then at the end of high school, I dropped all the way down to as far as I can go to be a submarine pitcher, and I've been doing that throughout college and into pro ball, and I love it.
What was the biggest adjustment coming over the top and then coming sidearm or from way down under?
I think it was the breaking pitch. Getting that slider and being able to control that, I think that was probably the biggest adjustment. The sink of my fastball was something that was natural, and I just ended up throwing the ball. I wasn't trying to do anything different with it, and that became my best pitch. So yeah.
When you're watching you on the mound, either from the booth, from my view as a fan, it looks like every pitch you throw is a slider. That's not quite the case. How do you kind of differ the pitches and coming from really the same angle from underneath every time?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good that people can't tell. Hopefully the hitter doesn't either. I do throw the slider, but my main one's a fastball. It's a sinking fastball to get a lot of ground balls. So I have those two pitches. Then I've implemented a new rise ball, something that's similar to what they throw in softball.
Explain a rise ball. I've heard it before, but I don't know how it's thrown, and most people don't.
Yeah, so my thought process was just doing the opposite of a curveball. The opposite of a 12-6 curveball. I want mine to go to 6-12 and, kind of just be something to change the eye level of the hitters, which it's been fun so far. I've had some good success, and, hopefully I can perfect it and keep going with it.
Speaking to a former big leaguer, Ben Rowan, now you got to meet one of the guys that made kind of sidearm in vogue, and it's from Moneyball, Chad Bradford. Talk about meeting with him, and what'd you learn from him? What kind of advice did he have for you?
That was awesome. I mean, we had spoken on the phone years ago, and then to get the opportunity to go meet him at his home and play catch and throw a bullpen in front of him was absolutely amazing. I mean, one of the best days of my life in baseball. It was just because he's a guy that I kind of formed my game after, and I watched him growing up. We just chatted about how we go about our business and what makes us unique, and kind of picked his brain about what he did and what made him successful, and I'm trying to implement that in my game right now. So yeah.
Once Tim Wakefield talked to Phil Niekro on Charlie Huff. What did you learn from Chad Bradford?
Just how to attack hitters. I mean, my stuff's very similar to his, in terms of velocity and movement, and there were a few things, just how he attacks lefties, how he gets righties out, and what he does with his fastball and his slider. Just little things that I think will help me along the way. I think that really helped me get to where I am right now and feel good on the mound. So that was fun.
We're speaking to Ben Rowan. Now, you started your college career at LA Harbor College, not a well-known name, but I know you're still very involved with the school.
Yeah, I try to be. I live in San Diego, so not too far away, and we go up to LA a lot to visit families. So I definitely follow them, and to talk to the coach a little bit. He sends out some texts during the season, lets us know how they're doing. So that's fun. I hadn't played with anybody that was with Harbor until yesterday. Their center fielder, Matt Herbert, went to LA Harbor College, so that was really fun to see him. 10 years down the road, but it's a good program.
You went on to Virginia Tech. What made you pick Virginia Tech? I know you're a football fan. That have something to do with it?
There was a little bit to go with that.
Go Hokies?
Absolutely, yeah. I really wanted to go to school with a football program, but that wasn't the deciding factor. Getting to play in the ACC and have a good education with Virginia Tech, I think those two combined was the cherry on the cake. Going there, I got to play against Miami, Georgia Tech, Clemson, Florida State. You're going to get in front of scouts in those games, and fortunately enough, down the road, I found out that's why I got drafted. The scout with the Rangers had seen me play against Miami, and the rest is history.
We're speaking to Skeeters Submariner Ben Rowan. In 2012 at Myrtle Beach, part of the Texas organization, you go 5-0 with a 1.57 ERA, 19 saves. You're a Carolina League All-Star. Was this kind of a turning point in your career?
I think so. I mean, that year was fun. It started off, just barely getting to make that team out of spring training because of an injury. Somebody else vacated a spot, and I got to hop in there and, became like the 7th or 8th man in the bullpen. And because everybody else was moving around, and I kept proving myself, ended up being the closer for the second half of the year and got those 19 saves. But yeah, I think that definitely put me on the map. I had a couple good years before that, but to do that at the high level kind of pushed me to get up to the second part of baseball, AA, AAA.
Well, the next year in 2013, you get to AA and AAA with Frisco and Round Rock. You go 6-1 combined with a microscopic .69 ERA and 13 saves. How were you able to kind of turn it up yet another notch?
I honestly was just trusting myself, going out there and doing what I've always done. I didn't think too much about it going into AA that year. I had fun in big league camp, which was, another new experience, and then just kind of, stayed within myself and kept trying to get those ground balls.
In 2014, you find yourself in the bigs, and your first career strikeout is one of your current teammates. You must bother him a little.
I have not told him that yet, actually. Derek, I remember that pitch, exactly what happened. I have the video on my phone, and we haven't brought that up in the clubhouse yet. But 2014 was a pretty fun year, and getting to pitch against him in Oakland was pretty fun.
Now in 2016, you're at AAA in Colorado Springs. You have no record on a 1.69 ERA in 8 appearances. I know from working there, it is not the easiest place in the world to pitch. It's 1,000 feet higher in elevation than even Denver. But you actually had some success there. Is that maybe the sidearm or Submariner? Is that the one type of pitcher that could actually pitch there, or did you just have individual success, do you think?
I think I got it. It was tough to pitch there. It was, because my fastball wasn't moving like it normally would, and my slider wasn't working like normal. So it was definitely something to overcome pitching there. I think I did pretty well with it, having to place pitches. That's something that you have to work a little bit harder on, and I think it helped me down the road too.
Speaking to the Skeeters, Ben Rowan. Later that year in 2016, you find yourself back in the big leagues with the Brewers. What'd you learn the second time around in the big leagues?
Just to trust myself. 2014, it was a big stage, getting there for the first time. There were a lot of jitters. I think I had some pretty good success there, and then going to Milwaukee, I had a tough time, but I still got the ground balls I needed, and I had some fun there. They had a great clubhouse, they had good clubhouse atmosphere that's still continuing, and it's fun to watch them play.
Former big leaguer and Skeeters Submariner reliever Ben Rowan, back here in the Skeeters pregame show in just a moment.
Hey Skeeters fans, have a worry-free kids' birthday party here at Constellation Field. You and your guests will have everything you need, including access to our picnic plaza, pool, food, cake, and so much more. The birthday child will be able to throw out the first pitch, get a jersey with their name and number, and we will sing happy birthday to them on the dugout. Join us at Constellation Field, where we will do all the work so you can enjoy the game.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside Estates, Pecan Grove, New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green? Depend on Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907. A multi-million-dollar producer and Fort Bend County real estate expert, Kim is uniquely qualified with a proven track record of success and almost 20 years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
Kids 12 and under get in free for every Wednesday home game this season at Constellation Field. Tickets are only available by calling the Skeeters box office at 281-240-4487 or 240-HITS, or visit the TDECU box office at the ballpark or online 24 hours a day at sugarlandskeeters.com. Gates open an hour before scheduled game times. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
We are La Casina.
Go Skeeters!
Welcome back to Constellation Field. The national anthem has concluded. Time to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Road Warriors. Leading off for the Road Warriors is Octavio Martinez. He'll be at short. In left, it's Cody Bishop. He'll bat second, batting third. Edwin Gomez is at third. It is Jorge Fernandez in right. He'll be the cleanup hitter. Alfredo Silviero is the DH. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, Melvin Rodriguez at second. The first baseman, Geraldo Valentin, is batting seventh. Batting eighth, Chris Rivera catching, and batting ninth, center fielder Anthony Ray.
And in left field for the Skeeters will be Courtney Hawkins, manning center field, Anthony Jansanti. Back in right field after playing third last night is Kyle Kubica, and back at third after catching is Albert Cordero. Alvaro Rondon was not active last night, but he's at short right now. Javier Bentoncourt at second base. First base will be Matt Chavez. Good to see Derek Norris behind the plate again. He was a little bit banged up. And, of course, Casey Coleman on the mound.
A little bit on Coleman. Coleman, no record of .75 ERA. This will be his fourth game, his third start. 12 innings, 10 strikeouts, 5 walks, 9 hits. The 32-year-old is 6'185", originally from Fort Myers, Florida. He was drafted in 2005 originally out of Gainesville High School in Georgia. That was in the 49th round by the Tampa Bay then Devil Rays. Then he was drafted by the Cubs in the 15th round in 2008. That was out of Florida Gulf Coast University. Last time out, 5 innings, no runs, earned or otherwise, 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 75 pitches, 47 for strikes. Got a no decision in a Skeeters 3-4 loss to Somerset. Last 2 starts, no record, no ERA in 9 innings. And first appeared in the Atlantic League last year with the New Britain Bees, where he went 2-2 with a 2.49 ERA in 23 games. Made his major league debut with the Cubs against the Brewers in August 2nd of 2010. Big league numbers 8-13, a 5.72 ERA. First pitch of the ball game is low and away. Ball 1-0, and we are underway. Game 2 of a 7-game series and a 7-game homestand, all against these Road Warriors. Skeeters lost in 10 innings last night, 4-3. The third straight time they have played a 4-3 extra inning game. They are 1-2 during that span, and they have played 4 extra inning games in the last 7. So it's been a lot of extra innings and a lot of extra pitchers for the Skeeters.
Lots of free baseball.
1 ball and 1 strike. Skeeters really played 27 innings in 27 hours between the first day in at Somerset and then that morning-night doubleheader. So Skeeters might be a little tuckered out. Shadows already across the mound and across first and third. Everybody else in the sun. A fastball strike here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Well, Coleman, part of a 3-generation Major League Baseball family, and not shabby at that. These guys pouring cup of coffee, guys, as this one is on the outside corner, strike 3. Martinez thought it was a little high. First K of the day, and there is 1 away. But he is the son of right-hander Joseph Howard Coleman, who played 15 seasons in the majors from 65 to 79, was selected to the American League All-Star team in 72 as a member of the Tigers. Also the grandson of Joseph Patrick Coleman, who played 10 seasons in the majors, 42 and then 46 to 55, and was selected to the American League All-Star in 48 with the Philadelphia A's. So he actually has to get back to the bigs and make the All-Star team to live up to his grandfather and father's reputation. It's worse than being a doctor.
Well, he's only one of 5 3-generation Major League families, and he just had a son, so watch out.
Could be 4. This one swung and missed. 2 balls and no strikes. And as a millennial, you'll appreciate this, that there's a chance by the end of this season, if an 18-year-old rookie is called up, he'll be the first millennial baseball player in the majors. So somebody born in the year 2000 would be in the majors if somebody gets called up before the season is over. This one is a little bit low. So 2 balls and 1 strike to count here. 1 out, none on, just underway here, top of the first. Ira Liebman along with Will Scott, Ryan Posner later on. Coleman winds and fires the 2-1. And this one is swung and fouled off deep down the left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count.
Well, hold on a second, because you always call me a millennial. I was not born in 2000. I was born before 2000.
Still a millennial. Deal with it. Actually, there's a new version. It's called, what's it called? Sub-millennial? Post-millennial. That's it. You're a post-millennial. The 2-2. Swung and fouled into the net. It's 92 degrees currently. There is a south-southeast wind of 16 miles an hour, which is standard here at Constellation Field, blowing in from left center. So left-handed hitters like Bishop here will have a rough time hitting one out. Take a look at the humidity, 51% humidity. The 2-2 here from the Skeeters right-hander. Swung and foul back top of the net. That one almost was the perfect storm to get into the booth here. Well, Garrett remains 2-2. Bishop 171, no home runs and 1 RBI. Stands deep in the box, slightly open stance. Norris will set up away, and this one is high and outside. That'll run the count full 3-2.
Cody Bishop, a Texas native from Mount Pleasant, played at North Central Texas College in Gainesville, so he's back in his home state.
Where is Mount Pleasant?
I believe it's near Dallas.
Payoff pitch. This one is low ball for the appeal. He did not go. After the first strikeout, the first free pass by Coleman. So 1 on, 1 out, and in steps Edwin Garcia. He walked 1 in his last outing where he went 5 innings. Edwin Gomez, 260, 3 home runs and 8 RBIs on the season. Gomez will also bat here from the left side. No score here, top of the first, just underway. Game 2 of a 7-game series, all against these Road Warriors. They'll set up outside here, and this one is a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Skeeters struck first yesterday in the first. They are very good when scoring first, but they did not come away with a victory yesterday. Lost 4-3 in 10 innings. Throw to first. Good throw by Coleman. Almost gets Bishop napping. Dove back in just in the nick of time. Gomez, last 10 games, he is 8 for 20 and even 400 with 3 runs and an RBI. Logged his first and only 3-hit game of the season yesterday against the Skeeters. Drafted originally in the 4th round by the Tigers out of the Puerto Rico Baseball Academy. At 17 years old. Interesting academy. You go to school and you play baseball there.
Well, it is called the Baseball Academy.
Of course. Doesn't mean it's a school, though. This one is a strike, 2-1.
That's true.
I mean, look at your university. Great university, no baseball program.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Go Orangemen. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Good hit and run count. Keep an eye on Bishop here, extending his lead a little bit. And Coleman thinking the same thing. Throws to first. Bishop just gets back in time at first. Gomez signed by the Astros in 2011. Spent time in rookie ball and with Low A Connecticut in the New York Penn League. At first, Bishop is not going. This one catches the outside corner for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. So I think Bishop will stay put now. Last season, he had 292 in 85 games. Played in the United League, Frontier League, now here in the Atlantic League. Last year spent time with the Joliet Slammers. The 2-2. Swan, a missed strike 3. Second K of the day, and there's 2 away. Well, I know how much you like these crazy minor league names, Will, and earlier today I showed you that the Staten Island Yankees for 5 games will change their name to the Staten Island Pizza Rats.
Oh my goodness.
You can't make that up.
It's glorious. And the logo.
There's like 6 different logos. One of them has a slice of pizza. The other one has a rat face.
One of them has a rat face on a slice of pizza.
He has a rat carrying a slice of pizza on his right shoulder. That was a pretty cool concept.
Goodness.
That is the GM, Mr. Lorber there. He used to be the GM here in the Atlantic League of the Camden River Sharks.
I am very excited about the Pizza Rats. I'm going to have to drive down September, see one of their games, get some Pizza Rats gear.
They won't be the Pizza Rats anymore. It's only for 5 ball games.
It's every Sunday home game for the rest of the year.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you've looked into this.
I have. I'm all over it.
No balls and 1 strike the count here. Jorge Fernandez. This one swung and missed to the left-hand hitting right fielder. No balls and 2 strikes to count, and Coleman with a chance to strike out the side and chance for the fans to pass the boot. Next pitch here by Coleman will be pitch number 20 here in the first. A little bit too many pitches. Only so far he's going to go. Just got into 5 innings in his last start, being stretched out as a reliever. This one a little high and tight, 1-2.
We see a couple minor league teams do that. I think the Fresno Grizzlies, they're the Fresno Tacos for a couple games every year. Why don't the Skeeters do something about like the?
Funny you should say that.
What do you have anything in mind?
well.
And a little name change for a day or two?
Yeah, we've actually done that. The 1-2, there goes the runner, and this one is no call by the umpire. I don't know what that was. I guess that was called a ball. Norris came up, thought it was strike 3, didn't throw. They're going to call it a ball, 2-2. So a stolen base for Bishop.
Well, you can make an argument that that was a strike right over the plate, or that Jorge Fernandez actually went there on the check swing. There was no appeal.
You know, we saw this by the crew yesterday. Ken Leventhal's behind the dish tonight. Chris Cervantes at first. Michael Durantes were, because the stolen base, the home plate umpire was watching the steal and did not make the call. This one is poked out to left center field. This could be trouble. Long run by the Skeeters left fielder. And it is Courtney Hawkins. Big play by the Skeeters left fielder. Saved a run there, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Road Warriors do not score here in the top of the first. Skeeters coming to bat for the first time when we return.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hi, this is Ira Liebman, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. I'm here to tell you about our brand new Skeeters Speakers Bureau. Make your next occasion special by inviting one of our outstanding Skeeters players, coaches, or front office staff as a guest speaker. If you'd like to schedule an appearance for your club meeting, sports banquet, or any other group outing, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com and click on the Speakers Bureau link under the Community tab. Hope to see you soon, and go Skeeters!
Spring Free Trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
Time to take a look at the starting lineup for your Sugarland Skeeters. Leading off, Javier Betancourt in the top spot tonight. He'll be playing second. Batting second is third baseman Albert Cordero. The DH Dennis Phipps bats third. The cleanup hitter Matt Chavez. And first, Derek Norris catching, batting fifth. Kyle Kibitza batting sixth. He'll be in right. In left, it's Courtney Hawkins, who just made that great catch to save a run. He'll bat seventh. Anthony Jansanti in center bats eighth. And batting ninth, Skeeters shortstop Alvaro Rondon. In steps Betancourt, 240, no home runs and 1 RBI. First pitch is strike on the outside corner, 0-1. In at third is Edwin Gomez, just in case Betancourt should bunt, but I don't know why he thinks he would naturally bunt here to lead off the game. The right-hander kicks and deals, and this one is a ground ball to second base. And there will be one away, 4-3 on the putout, one down.
Left field for the Road Warriors tonight will be Cody Bishop. Manning center field is Anthony Ray. In right will be Jorge Fernandez. Third base, Edwin Gomez. Shortstop, former major leaguer Asvaldo Martinez. At second will be Melvin Rodriguez. First base, Geraldo Valentin. Behind the plate tonight will be our player of the game from last night, Chris Rivera. And then, of course, pitching is Paul Rivera.
Raul Rivera.
Excuse me.
Is a former Skeeter. First pitch here is strike to Cordero. Rivera 1-4, a respectable .351 ERA though. Looks like he is not getting much run support. Like the last few games, he has lost 7-2, 6-0, 9-1, 4-1, 5-6, 3-0, 3-2, and 4-3. This one is a little ground ball too short. Nice play by the shortstop, Octavio Martinez, and he'll throw out Cordero. 6-3 on the putout, and there's two down. Well, in 2016, Rivera was actually with the Skeeters in their championship year, but he did not last long, just 3 appearances, no record, and an even 27 ERA, so was not around for that championship series.
He allowed 8 earned runs in 2 2/3 innings.
Oh, that'll do it. Originally selected by the Astros in the 37th round in 2009. That was out of high school in Puerto Rico. First pitch here is a strike to Dennis Phipps. No balls and 1 strike to count. Rivera 9th in the league with 41 innings pitched and just 7 walks, are tied for the second fewest of any pitcher in the league with 40 innings or more. Well, he has a career record of 9-6 with a 3.25 ERA and 1 save. Spent some time this past offseason playing in the Puerto Rico Winter League. Was 2-3 with a 3.50 ERA. This one is in the dirt, low and away, 1-2.
You mentioned he was in the Winter League. He was actually teammates in the Puerto Rican Winter League with Osvaldo Martinez and Jorge Fernandez.
The 1-2 coming here to Phipps. 316, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs for the big slugger. This one swung and a miss, strike 3. Foul tipped into the mid of Rivera. Quiet inning for the Skeeters. 2 ground ball outs and a strikeout. Sugarland goes 1-3 as Rivera needs just 8 pitches to get out of the first through 1 inning of play. No score between your Skeeters and the Road Warriors.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Trying to plan a fun corporate or family event? Let us help. With our group packages here at Constellation, we have everything you need for fun, friendly, family, affordable entertainment. No matter what size the group, we have options for you, like our picnic plaza with our in-ground pool and even a 2-hour food buffet. The Skeeters can customize an outing to fit all your needs. To plan your event, call us here at 281-240-HITS or log on to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Hi, I'm Kim Holstead with Coldwell Banker United Realtors in Sugar Land. Go Skeeters!
Top of the second inning. No score in this one. Alfredo Silviero will lead it off. The DH will be followed by Melvin Rodriguez. And then Geraldo Valentin, 5, 6, and 7. Pretty good first inning for Coleman. 2 strikeouts, just a walk and a great play to end the inning. Great catch by Courtney Hawkins. This one served into right center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. And a leadoff single here. And so far, not good signs. The Road Warriors seem to be taking very good at-bats, long at-bats, hitting the ball to all fields. The Skeeters just 8 pitches against Raul Rivera.
Something we mentioned last night, Ira, the Skeeters on the road weren't patient enough in the box, and that was really a reason for their 2-4 record. And then last night, of course, losing to the Road Warriors was a huge upset. So we saw them do it in the series against York. They just got to be more patient in at-bats.
They'll set up outside here. This one is high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Scoreless here in the top of the second. Coleman looks in for the sign from Norris. Let's see where Norris sets up. Derek will set up away. And this one is outside. You got to think the Road Warriors really have a tough road, no pun intended, really for the rest of the season. So you got to think that they're going to try to do all the little things. They are clearly outmanned and overmatched at times. And you know, you get a guy on first, you're going to try to steal, you're going to try to hit and run. I mean, this is not an offensive juggernaut, so they're going to do all those little things whenever they can. And Coleman thinking the same thing as he throws over to first, Silviero back.
Well, they got nothing to lose. I mean, they're already well out of the division race. They're just going to go out there and, have fun. That's what Chris Rivera told me yesterday. They just want to go out there and have fun. And paid off for him last night.
This one is swung and foul down the left side. 2 balls and 1 strike the count.
He talked to Chris Trivett yesterday, of course, and he said that, they're just going to play loose and just enjoy it.
Rodriguez, 252, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs for the left-handed hitter. No outs, no hit and run, 2-1 swung and a miss. Good high fastball there by Coleman. And Rodriguez a little bit late on that one, 2-2.
Rodriguez was a teammate of former Skeeter Ray Navarro in the Puerto Rican Winter League in 2016.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count here. They'll set up outside, and this one is just off the outside corner, 3-2.
Pitch looked pretty good to me. Might have been a little bit outside on the curveball. Payoff pitch upcoming.
Full count. The payoff pitch. There goes the runner. This one swung and grounded to second. That'll advance the runner to second. So Silverio in at second, stays out of the double play. 4-3 on the putout. Second to first, 1 down. And just what I was talking about, they're going to do all those little things to move runners over, try to get runs in, and try to get 3 or 4 runs here. They're not going to have too many nights where they score 7 or 8 runs. Give them credit. Last night, they trailed 1-0 and took a 2-1 lead. Then the Skeeters tied it 2-2. Then the Road Warriors took the lead 3-2. Skeeters tied it again, and the Road Warriors win it in 10 innings, 4-3. 1 ball and no strikes to count here on Geraldo Valentin. 220, a home run, and 8 RBIs for the right-handed hitting first baseman. Very straight up stance, no bend in the knees at all. And Coleman spins towards second, no throw as Silverio gets back there. 30 pitches now for Coleman here in the second. 17 of them for strikes. They set up away, and Coleman seems to be dropping down 3/4 a little bit here. 2 balls and no strikes to count. No score here in the top of the second between the Skeeters and the Road Warriors. They will play a 7-game series on the 7-game homestand. What's your thoughts on the 7-game homestands or 7-game series against the same team? The 2-0.
It's tough, having to play the same team 7 consecutive times. I mean, things could get heated by the end of it. We saw that a couple weeks ago against Southern Maryland. Their teams are used to 3-game series, but when they come here so far away from other locations, you got to play 7.
What is swung and missed as Valentin chased a high outside fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes to count.
What are your thoughts on it as a broadcaster having to do 7-game series?
I mean, you get to know both teams pretty well.
Yeah.
Especially the opposing team, which you don't see as much. But, yeah, I always worry that if there was some kind of beanball war in Game 1 with 6 more games to go, that might get as ugly as baseball's ever gotten. But luckily it's never happened. We saw a little bit against Southern Maryland, but that really didn't start until Game 4.
Yeah.
The 2-2 here to Valentin. This one hit through the right side for a base hit. They will probably hold up Silverio. They will. Strong throw by Dennis Phipps by Kyle Kubica has a great arm in right. Now runners on the corners with only 1 away here.
Not a great situation right now for Coleman and the Skeeters. Runners on the corners, just 1 out after what was a very tough loss yesterday. Skeeters desperately needing to get back on track, just 2-5 in their last 7 games. And like you said earlier, Ira, a big difference when the opponent scores first. Just a 5-9 record for Sugar Land. And now you got Chris Rivera coming to the plate.
Rivera steps in here. Drove in 3 of the 4 runs last night in the 4-3 Road Warriors win with 2 home runs, including 1 in that 10th inning. This one swung and missed. No balls and 1 strike to count. Rivera 231, now 4 home runs, 11 RBI, so he doubled his home run output just last night. And no score here in the top of the second, but the Road Warriors threatened to strike first with runners on the corners and only 1 away. Open stance from the right side for the catcher. This one swung and grounded to second. Slow roller. I don't know if they'll have enough time to get 2. Chasing back to run and flipping to first is Javier Betancourt. What a play. He chased the runner back to first as Valentin tried to stay out of that double play as best as he could. but Betancourt tags Valentine and then flips it with his glove to first baseman Matt Chavez. That'll go down 4-3. And Coleman gets out of it. Nice job by the pitcher and his defense. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Middle of the second inning, Skeeters and Road Warriors scoreless.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field. Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Salon Evan and Day Spa is the premier Aveda Concept salon in Sugarland, locally owned and family operated since 1989. Let our Aveda trained stylists take you to the highest level of satisfaction with the latest techniques for coloring, highlighting, and precision haircuts. Treat yourself to our famous Aveda facial, a relaxing massage, or a signature manicure and pedicure. Have an ultimate salon experience today at Salon Evan and Day Spa, 281-980-5160, 281-980-5160.
Hi, I'm Ira Lieben, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time. Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter! Bottom of the second, Skeeters are trying to strike first in a scoreless game thanks to a great pitch and a great defensive play by Javier Betancourt. That was unbelievable, actually. You don't see too many DPs like that.
Well, luckily he was okay because he collided with the runner that was going into first base. He was down for about a minute or two.
First pitch here is high and outside. Talked about a little bit of a shakeup in the lineup. Javier Betancourt in the leadoff spot. Barrett Barnes was placed on the DL today. And also have Matt Chavez batting in the cleanup spot. Really the hottest hitter for the Skeeters right now. 342 home runs, 25 RBIs for Matt. This one hit to the right side and down the right field line past the first baseman. Valentine getting to it quickly is right fielder Jorge Fernandez. Just be a single, but nice piece of hitting by Chavez.
And that's why he's in the cleanup spot, Ira. Been hitting the ball very well. He's probably been the most consistent hitter on this Skeeters team, and an aggressive at-bat, able to get on board with the single.
A 1-on, none out for Derek Norris. Skeeters need Norris to get going again. Last 11 games, hitting just 179, going 7 for 39. But he's still getting on base, 7 walks during that span. He has 3 doubles. He has scored 7 runs. Dino 233 overall for number 33. 3 home runs, 18 RBIs. First pitch to the right-hand catcher is a little bit low and in. Ball 1-1-0.
Well, you said it. The Skeeters need him to get going again because when he's good, the Skeeters are winning. They went 5-2 in that last homestand, in which Norris did very, very well.
Little 1-0. This one a bullet down the left field line. This one will rattle around in the corner. Around second, heading for third is the Skeeters first baseman Matt Chavez. Norris will jog into second with a double, and the Skeeters in business here with runners on second and third and nobody out.
Derek Norris, the double into the left field gap. And the Skeeters, like Ira just said, in business. Runners in scoring position with Kyle Kubica coming up.
Kubica 239, 6 home runs, 27 RBIs. Kyle last 10 games hitting just 205, going 8 for 39. Does have 3 home runs and 5 RBIs. Will not be able to get one out here today unless he hits a monumental Ruthian-esque blast with the wind coming in hard from right center field. But he goes the other way wisely down the left field line, foul. Good idea by Kubica. No balls and 1 strike to count to Kyle.
He's trying to use the wind to his advantage.
No score here, bottom of the second, the top of the inning. Road Warriors had first and third, 1 out, but did not score. Skeeters second and third, nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Skeeters have to get 1, and you really, with runners on second and third, you really need to get 2.
Well, we saw in the first inning yesterday where the Skeeters could have gotten more than just 1 run. Came back to bite them, obviously. So you always want to take advantage with 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out right now.
Kubica, if he hits one into right field, you could get 2 sacrifice flies for 2 runs here. Hits one deep to right. The runner at third, Chavez would score. Norris could tag and go to third, and then another sac fly could get Norris in. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Kyle Kubica, former big leaguer with the Angels. The 1-2, it's one low in the dirt, 2-2. Courtney Hawkins up next, and Hawkins has struck out a lot lately. If you're the Road Warriors, do you pitch very carefully here to Kubica, and if you lose him, you have first base open, and then maybe hope you either strike out or get Hawkins to ground into a double play, or do you come after Kubica here?
Well, I don't know if you'd want to load the bases for the Atlantic League home run and RBI leader, but he has been struggling as of late.
Swan and missed strike 3, so they will pitch to Hawkins. Second strikeout of the day for Rivera. 1 out, 2 on, and in steps Hawkins.
Courtney Hawkins obviously not playing so well, just 171 his last 10 games, but he has so much power, and let's see if he can use the wind to his advantage right here, try to go deep to left field.
Cody Bishop in left is squinting his eyes from the sun. That is a tough left field this time of day. Let's see if Hawkins can pull the ball. Swan is a little bit low and away, 1-0. No score here in the bottom of the second. Skeeters really need to get both runs in here. Kyle Kubica has struck out. Hawkins needs to get something done here. Skeeters don't want to have to get a 2-out hit here. Runners on second and third after they had nobody out. See if Hawkins can get one to drive here. The 1-0, he does, and he hits it to center field and deep. Going back is Ray. He'll have a beat on it. Both runners will tag. Coming home easily is the Skeeters' first baseman, Matt Chavez, but Norris decides to go back to second, and the Skeeters take a 1-0 lead.
Courtney Hawkins had a sac fly to tie the game in the ninth. Last night, this time around, sac fly to give the Skeeters the lead. Skeeters didn't win last night when they had the lead, but they normally do in scoring first. They're 19-8 this season.
Well, heads-up play and a big league move by Derek Norris. Any other player probably tags up and just tries for third regardless of the result. He saw that the throw was going to be a good one. He stopped about halfway and went back to second. Otherwise, he probably would have been a dead duck. In steps Anthony Jansanti. Big swing and a miss. A little late on the fastball, low and away. 0-1. Anthony, 256, 6 home runs, and 18 RBIs on the season. Last 6 games for Anthony, just 4 for 21, a 190 mark. So you can see all the Skeeters' key hitters really in a little bit of a slump right now. This one low and away. A 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 1 on, 1 in. Skeeters leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Gave the record in the pregame show. Skeeters are just 7-7 in 1-run games. They need to win a bit more of those. The 1-1. Swan and a bullet through the left side for a base hit. They're going to wave around Norris. It is juggled in left field by Cody Bishop. Throws one on the fly. Will never get Norris. And Jansanti slides in safely at second. The ball got past Rivera. Jansanti would have went to second anyway on the throw home. And the Skeeters take a 2-0 lead.
Anthony Jansanti stepping up right there. Skeeters taking advantage. They had 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. They get both of those runs home and open up this game with a 2-0 lead in the second inning.
That's huge for the Skeeters. They needed to get both runs in. They've been struggling for offense, so that was a big play. So in steps the number 9 hitter, Alvaro Rondon, and talked about kind of the shakeup in the lineup. Rondon might be a good candidate for a leadoff spot, still nursing a little bit of a sore shoulder. Barrett Barnes, the normal leadoff hitter, is on the DL as of today, so Skeeters really struggling to kind of put this lineup together and in one order. Pete Incaviglia doing the best he can with what he has. First pitch misses for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes to count. Rondon last 20 games has hit really well, 19 for 57, that's a .333 mark. This one misses inside, 2 balls and no strikes here on Rondon. Skeeters 2 runs on 3 hits. Road Warriors no runs on 2 hits. Poor Road Warriors. They don't even get the Road Warriors out there on the manual scoreboard. They get visitor. They get nothing. This one is squared to bunt is Rondon. Pulls it back for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. I almost want to say Skeeters 2 and the visitors nothing. That wouldn't be very fair of me. Impartial, now would it? And Sandy at second, he would certainly score on a base hit. There's an enormous gap in right center if Rondon pulls it. He hits it to the right of second, but right at the second baseman. That is Melvin Rodriguez, who will throw him out 4-3 on the putout. And the Skeeters are done here in the second. But not before they get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base through 2. It is the Skeeters 2 and the Road Warriors nothing.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music in a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Sweet 96 is a brand new radio station designed just to serve Sugar Land and Fort Bend County. But we can't build the best without your help. Spread the word about our good work and we'll do the same. Like us on Facebook at Sweet 96 FM or drop us an email at our website, sweet96.com. Together, we will build a better city and Fort Bend County. If it's important to you, it's important to us at the all-new Sweet 96.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside Estates, Pecan Grove, New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green? Depend on Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907. A multi-million-dollar producer and Fort Bend County real estate expert, Kim is uniquely qualified with a proven track record of success and almost 20 years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
Top of the third, Skeeters a right-hander. Casey Coleman has his first lead to work with as the Skeeters get a pair in the bottom of the second. Lead 2-0 here. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Road Warriors. Anthony Ray, Octavio Martinez, and Cody Bishop. Anthony Ray, you could be a boxer with a name like that. First pitch by Coleman. This one is a strike at the letters. No balls and 1 strike the count here to Ray.
Are you a boxing fan?
I like boxing. I can't
Pretty
say
big
I
up in
love it.
New York, right?
Yeah, but, you know, since the 80s when it was at its prime with Holyfield and Tyson and
Rocky
Bo
Balboa.
and no, he was fiction. That was the 70s anyway.
Oh, okay.
The heavyweight division has been terrible for 30 years. I really just lost interest.
Yeah, they do say it's a dying sport, unfortunately.
Little 1-1. No, it's not dying. They just need another Mike Tyson.
Floyd Mayweather, I wouldn't call him, a fan favorite.
No, not just to mention his fights aren't exciting. He takes fights that he easily can win, and this one is grounded to the left of second. Rondon's there, fires it to first just in time. Good throw by Rondon. Ray was hustling down the line on a slow roller. And such an advantage to have Rondon out there. Just saved a base runner. 1 out, none on, back to the top of the order with Octavio Martinez, who struck out looking his first time up. Skeeters are leading 2-0 here in the top half of the third inning. You a boxing fan?
I mean, I watch the big fights. I don't really watch it consistently. The last fight I watched was, I think it was Mayweather and McGregor.
Yeah, I think everybody watched that one. It was just kind of an anomaly with a non-boxer per se.
McGregor was hanging around for a while. I thought he was winning the fight going into the round that he was knocked out. I thought it was a quick knockout call, too.
The 0-1, you just knew the longer that fight went.
Yeah.
Advantaged Mayweather.
He's a defensive boxer, and he forces a decision normally, always wins them. He's undefeated.
I was saying, if he doesn't win, the sport of boxing would collapse. I'm like, it's just a loss. I mean, yes, he could get beat by a boxer.
I think it would have been better for boxing had he lost, because you had McGregor probably would have changed sports, if you will. And
maybe you see more of those guys.
He would have been
cage fighters converting.
Yeah, he would have been the most famous boxer in the world, even though that was his only boxing match.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count here on Martinez. Coleman kicks, deals, and this one is swung and grounded again to short. Rondon has it. Easy throw to first, and there's 2 down. You see the momentum changing in this game. A lot of pitches were thrown by Coleman in the first 2 innings. He gets 2 quick outs here after he gets a 2-0 lead. And with 2 outs and none on, in steps Cody Bishop. Bishop walked and stole the base last time up. Bishop comes in, 171, no home runs and 1 RBI. Bishop 5'10", 165. Just 5 for his last 31, 161 more. First pitch misses for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes.
Bishop has never played affiliated ball, spent some time in the Pacific Association and the United League.
The 1-0. This one is hit again to Rondon. Tough play. Comes up on him. Stays in his chest and throws it to first. And Rondon assists on all 3 outs. As Coleman does a great job as a 3-up part in thanks to his shortstop. Middle of the 3rd inning. Skeeters still up 2-0 over these Road Warriors.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really mattered.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Skeeters fans, end your weekend with Skeeters baseball at Constellation Field for Sunday Fun Day. We have something for everyone. Play catch in the outfield, and your favorite Skeeters players will be signing autographs before the game. Also, after the game, all kids will be able to run the bases. Constellation Field has everything you need for a fun, family-friendly, affordable day at the ballpark. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that will bring your baseball memories to life. Find stories that will inspire and surprise. Cooperstown is where you, your family, and your friends can relive baseball's greatest moments and honor the all-time greats of the game. See all that the Hall of Fame and Museum has to offer and plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Bottom of the 3rd, Skeeters leading 2-0. And we'll try to add to that lead by sending up the top of the order here in the bottom of the 3rd. Javier Betancourt, Albert Cordero, and Dennis Phipps. 3 got 1, 2, 3 in the first by Rivera. Rivera ran into some problems in the second. Skeeters scored twice. First pitch here to Betancourt, a fastball strike down the middle. No balls and 1 strike to count. Now the pitch count climbing a little for Rivera. Although he has still pretty good pace here. The 0-1 here by the right-hander and former Skeeter, pitching from the stretch with nobody on. Ground ball left side, backhanded deep in the hole by Martinez. Strong throw to first, and it'll pull the first baseman off the bag, Valentin, but he tags Betancourt for out number 1. Strong throw, just a little wide.
Yeah, that play was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be at first. Osvaldo, good throw like you said, but just a bit to the right of Geraldo Valentin, but credit him making the tag, getting the speedy Bentoncourt out.
Then steps a switch hitting third baseman Albert Cordero. Went back to catching last night with Norris a little banged up, back in the hot corner. Switch hitter batting here from the left side against the right-hander, Raul Rivera. First pitch is chopper to first. Going back on it is the first baseman Valentin. He'll feed Rivera for a 3-1 putout. There's 2 down. 3rd straight ground ball out, 5th overall. And in steps Dennis Phipps, who was one of 2 strikeouts that Rivera has. He was the first. Phipps 316, 5 home runs and 14 RBIs. They'll step in here with the Skeeters leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd. And Martinez is going to tie his shoe at short. Rivera looking towards center. Dilly's ready, and he is. Open stance from the right side for Phipps. Taps that front foot. This one is a little low and away. 1 ball in, no strikes to count here to Dennis. Phipps 6'2", 220 from San Pedro de Macorís in the Dominican Republic. Usually produces a lot of shortstops. This one low and away, 2-0.
Well, you mentioned yesterday Dennis Phipps originally a basketball player. I wonder what position he played. Power forward, maybe?
I believe he was a power forward.
Makes sense.
Big defensive guy, he said. And loved Dennis Rodman. 3-0 here to Phipps. Time for the Atlantic League lead here in June with 3 home runs. Let's see if he's taken on 3-0. He does often get the green light on 3-0. And takes this for a strike on the outside corner. 3-1 the count. So now just as good as a hitter's count. 3 balls and 1 strike the count. 2 outs and none on. Bottom of the third. Skeeters leading by a pair, 2-0. They set up inside. The 3-1 is hit through the left side for a base hit. Oh, Phipps with a 2-out single here. 4th hit of the night for the Skeeters. And that'll bring in cleanup hitter Matt Chavez, who singled and scored his first time up.
Well, Dennis Phipps stays hot. Now you got Matt Chavez, always hot, coming to the plate here. Maybe they can get a little 2-out rally going, Ira.
Let's see if Chavez can continue it. He comes in hitting .340. 2 home runs, 25 RBIs for the Skeeters' right-hand hitting first baseman. 34 pitches now for Rivera. 22 of them for strikes, so almost a 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio. This one down the middle, good off-speed pitch for a strike. 0-1 the count on Matt. Fifth in the league in hitting at .340, 5th in on-base percentage as well at .414. So not just a guy who goes up there and swings, but long counts and hits this one into left field. That'll bloop in front of left fielder Cody Bishop, who one hops it. And Skeeters with something brewing here. 2 on with 2 outs. 2 straight singles for Derek Norris, who doubled and scored his first time up.
Skeeters being more patient in the box, and we have seen that pay off tonight. Have an early 2-0 lead and looking to add on to that right now.
2 runs on 5 hits for the Skeeters. No runs on 2 hits for the Road Warriors. Let's see if Norris can come through with a clutch 2-out hit here. Good at going the other way, and there's a big hole on the right side of the infield and a big gap in right center. Phipps not too speedy. Chavez with above average speed, so might score 2 on a double. First pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. And no sun left. Do you like when it's dark really late, like late July? It's like 9:30, it's still daylight.
Oh, I love that. As a golfer, I really like it.
There you go. Play late on the links. What would you think about night golfing? Like,
I've always wanted to do
enough lights on the whole golf course. Now it'd be super expensive, I know, but enough lights like at a baseball park all over the 18 holes.
Well, they have a course in Alvin, I think, that has that. And I've
Really?
always wanted to make a trip out there to do it. Just haven't been able to find a time. But, yeah, they give you, like, glow-in-the-dark golf balls, and it's pretty cool.
2 balls and no strikes to count here on Norris, being very patient. Time for the league lead in walks. The 2-0. Swan and chop towards the shortstop. Diving pass, misses it into left field for a base hit. Phipps is going to come around to score, and the Skeeters lead 3-0. Good clutch 2-out hitting by Derek Norris, who is a perfect 2 for 2. RBI number 19. And the Skeeters don't want to struggle for runs today. They had 3 all of yesterday in 10 innings. They have 3 here in 3 innings. And here comes pitching coach for the Road Warriors, Rafi Montalvo.
Well, the Skeeters had nobody on with 2 down, and then back-to-back-to-back singles by Phipps, Chavez, and Norris. Gets a little 2-hour rally going here.
Time for this day in baseball history, brought to you by Texas State Technical College in Fort Bend County. Make your own history by earning your associate's degree at TSTC. Visit tstc.edu to learn more. Well, on this day, June 12th, 1988, Mike Scott attempts for his 2nd career no-hitter, but it's spoiled with 2 outs in the 9th. by Braves infielder Ken Oberfeld. The line drive single down the right field line. The right-hander who settles for a 5-0 one-hitter tosses a no-no in 1986 while clinched the National League West Division for the Astros. That was actually the first ever no-hitter to clinch a tie for the playoffs.
Against the Dodgers. If I remember, well, I don't remember
you were watching that
baseball history. I'll say the rest of the story after this pitch.
This one a strike, 0-1.
So the Astros had a 3-game lead on the Dodgers with 3 games to go in a series against the Dodgers. The Dodgers ended up sweeping the Astros, forcing a 1-game playoff, and Mike Scott threw a no-hitter in that 1-game playoff.
It was unbelievable. That was the year the Mets had 2-0 to the Astros. I thought that was the Stros year back then, only for the Mets to win 4 straight. And really, the Mets dodged a huge bullet because Mike Scott was, just by that game alone, was nearly unhittable all year. Winds up winning the Cy Young, striking at 300 batters. So the Astros blow Game 6. They had a 2-0 lead. Darryl Strawberry winds up hitting a home run. They wound up winning, and they beat the Astros. Had it gone to a Game 7, Mike Scott's on the hill, and game over for the Mets. But it never came to that.
Well,
the Mets went on to win the World Series that year.
Finally the Astros' year this past year. After many, many years of heartbreak.
The 1-2 Swan and missed strike 3. And that will do it as Kubica strikes out for the second time. 2 of the 3 strikeouts. Rivera has both. Skeeters with a 2-out rally get 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. A third of the way through. End of the 3rd inning. Skeeters now up 3-0.
Want to watch a Skeeters game in style? We have just what you need. Our game day suites are ideal for entertaining clients, rewarding employees, networking, and even celebrating personal milestones. Let us make it easy for you. Suite rentals come with food and soft drinks, parking privileges, and even access to our Insperity Club. Drinking packages are also available. To plan your event, call us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field. Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Top of the 4th inning, Skeeters have extended their lead, and to will his way through the next few, our own Will Scott. It is yours, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Skeeters leading 3-0 after 3 as we begin the top of the 4th. Edwin Gomez, Jorge Fernandez, and Alvaro Silveiro up to bat for the Road Warriors. Gomez on the year batting .260 with 3 homers and 8 RBIs. He struck out his first time up today. First pitch on the way from Casey Coleman is in there for a strike. Gomez's last 10 games starting to heat up. 366 mark, 11 for 30. He was just 16 of 74 his first 23 games as he looks at ball 1 inside right there. Obviously a season high in hits last night with 3. Willing his team to victory in 10 innings last night. Fouls that one off down the left-hand side. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the third baseman for this Road Warrior team. Skeeters have 3 runs on 6 hits. Road Warriors no runs on 2 hits. Pitch on the way from Casey Coleman. Just a bit inside, called a ball 2 balls, 2 strikes on Edwin Gomez, who hasn't played affiliated ball since he's with the Astros organization in 2013. He was in the Frontier League last season. Here comes a 2-2 pitch from Coleman. And that one's chopped right into center field through Alvaro Rondon and Betancourt. And that is going to be a leadoff single to begin the 4th inning for Edwin Gomez. Gomez is aboard, and in steps Jorge Fernandez, the right fielder for the Road Warriors. 261 mark on the year with 1 homer and 5 RBIs. First pitch on the way from Casey Coleman. And that's just a little bit inside for a ball. Fernandez Diaz, 2 for 4 yesterday. He flew out his first time up today. 281 average over his last 10 games. Second pitch on the way, and that's chopped right at Rondon. Steps on second and throws to first for an easy double play. So just like that, nobody on and 2 outs for Sugarland here in the 4th inning.
Well done by Rondon. Rondon's been part of the last 4 outs. 3 6-3 putouts in the 3rd and gets a 6 unassisted 3 double play right here. He is so valuable at short.
Good to see him healthy back at the shortstop position. And he showed off what he can do at short thus far tonight. In steps Alfredo Silviero. First pitch swung on and chopped to third base. Throw to first in time. Out number 3. Middle of the 4th. Skeeters leading 3-0 when we return.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music in a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Spring Free Trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
Bottom of the lineup, 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Sugarland. Courtney Hawkins, Anthony Jansanti, and Alvaro Rondon as we start the bottom half of the 4th inning. Skeeters leading 3-0. Courtney Hawkins recorded a sac fly RBI his last time up in the 2nd inning. That was the first run of the game. Ro Rivera still on the bump for the Road Warriors. He's allowed 3 runs through his first 3 innings. And Courtney Hawkins swings away at the first pitch, and it hit right at Osvaldo Martinez for an easy out.
Little humpback, broken bat line drive to the shortstop. Fortunately, Hawkins got sawed off there.
That brings up Anthony Jansanti, the center fielder. Singled his first time up, driving in second run of the game for the Skeeters. Jansanti batting .256 on the season, 6 homers, 19 RBI. Squares to bunt, but looks at ball 1. Skeeters up 3-0 here over the Road Warriors in Game 2 of this 7-game series in Sugar Land. Swung on and missed at the offering from Rivera. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
46 pitches now for Raul Rivera, 30 of them for strikes.
The 1-1 popped up. Chris Rivera tracking it down, but that's going to be out of play. Pretty close to the press box. We almost had a pretty good bounce there. If that would have bounced left instead of right, we might have had a foul ball.
Might have been one of the closest I've ever gotten here. That was the perfect pop-up. Got just barely over that net and hit a step.
Yeah, that's the spot we needed in, but it just bounced the wrong way. An unfortunate hop.
I was set.
For those that don't know, Ira has been here since the team was founded in 2012 and still has not gotten a foul ball here in the press box.
Well, it's very difficult.
Jansanti looks at ball 2. Rivera with the Astros organization for 5 seasons, but never reached Double-A. Also spent some time with Joplin and Winnipeg in the American Association. And he gets the grounder from Jansanti right there. Throw to first in time for out number 2.
Nice play by Rivera. Grabbed that high atop the mound to his right. Made a strong throw to first.
That'll bring up shortstop Alvaro Rondon, who's been making plays at short tonight. Let's see if he can start to make some plays here in the box. With 2 outs, Skeeters last time, of course, had nobody on 2 outs. Ended up scoring a run in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Rondon looks at ball 1 way inside right there. Rondon started this season, I believe, 18 for 57. Or excuse me, he's 19 for 57 his last 20 games. Batting .333. That's swung on and driven to left field. Bishop gets under it and makes the catch. Into the 4th inning, Skeeters leading 3-0. No runs on no hits for Sugar Land. We'll be right back.
Trying to plan a fun corporate or family event? Let us help. With our group packages here at Constellation, we have everything you need for fun, friendly, family, affordable entertainment. No matter what size the group, we have options for you, like our picnic plaza with our in-ground pool and even a 2-hour food buffet. The Skeeters can customize an outing to fit all your needs. To plan your event, call us here at 281-240-HITS or log on to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Sweet 96 is a brand new radio station designed just to serve Sugar Land and Fort Bend County. But we can't build the best without your help. Spread the word about our good work and we'll do the same. Like us on Facebook at Sweet 96 FM or drop us an email at our website, sweet96.com. Together, we will build a better city and Fort Bend County. If it's important to you, it's important to us at the all-new Sweet 96.
Are you buying or selling a home in Longmeadow Farms, Aliana, Waterside Estates, Pecan Grove, New Territory, Greatwood, or Harvest Green? Depend on Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors at 281-777-1907. A multi-million-dollar producer and Fort Bend County real estate expert, Kim is uniquely qualified with a proven track record of success and almost 20 years of satisfied customers. Kim Halstead and Coldwell Banker United Realtors, 281-777-1907.
Case major leaguer back on the hill to start the 5th inning. He's allowed no runs through 4, only 3 hits. Melvin Rodriguez in the box for the Road Warriors. First pitch from Coleman on the way. Curveball, just barely missed though outside. Melvin Rodriguez on the year, .252 average, 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. He grounded out his first time up. That swung on and fouled to the left side. Over in the suites. Another great night for baseball here in Sugar Land. Wind blowing in from right center field. The 1-1 is inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Melvin Rodriguez, who's just batting .228 over his last 10 games. That one's fouled off once again down the left-hand side. He struck out 7 times in his last 4 games. He was 0 for 4 last night with the strikeout. And now Coleman will try to strike him out for his 3rd K of the game. The 2-2 count here. Coleman winds and deals. And that one is hit right at the second baseman, Bentoncourt, able to make the play. 1 down here in the top half of the 5th inning. That'll bring up Geraldo Valentin, the first baseman for the Road Warriors. Batting .220 on the season, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. First pitch on the way from Coleman is just a tad upstairs for ball 1. Valentin extending his hit streak to 7 games with a single his first time up. But just 146 over his last 10 games.
60 pitches now for Coleman. Through 75 was the most he's thrown so far in his 4 appearances with the Skeeters. So you're hoping just get through 5 innings with him, which is more than Peter Cavilla could ask, and then maybe go to your bullpen.
Coleman used to being a reliever, but he has stepped up as a starter thus far with the Skeeters. Swung on and fouled off behind home plate.
I like the different angles that Coleman comes at you, mostly overhand, but every now and then he kind of drops down 3/4 to give a different look. Kind of like a poor man's version of Ben Rowan, not quite that far down, but
2-1 pitch on the way, and that is clobbered down the left field side, but that's going to go foul.
That just curved foul at the very last second. That one right into the Wells Fargo Picnic Plaza, and that didn't miss by much.
That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be originally.
The worst sound in the stadium is that clang off a foul ball.
Oh, man. Well, for the home team, that is, when they're playing the road team. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the way to Valentin just missed outside. Looked like a good pitch, Ira.
Yeah, I thought it got right at the knees, but maybe low. Road Warriors are always the road team, though.
That's true. Explains their name. Payoff pitch, and that is going to be a single for Geraldo Valentin. 1 hop to right field. And so Valentin gets aboard with 1 out. That'll bring up the catcher, Chris Rivera, our player of the game from last night. Just had 2 home runs the whole season coming in, and he hit 2 last night, doubling his season total. He hit into a wild double play his last time up, Ira.
And Betancourt had to charge the runner, chasing him back towards first. He wanted to stay out of that double play as long as possible, and I think he took an elbow in the mouth doing it, still flipped it with his mitt. Didn't even take it out of the glove to first baseman Matt Chavez. Quite a double play. That's a good double play combination. Rondon and Betancourt really terrific defensively.
Rivera batting .221 on the season. 4 homers, 11 RBIs. Pitch on the way from Coleman is going to paint the outside corner for a strike. Rivera, originally drafted by the Cardinals in the 7th round in 2013 as a middle infielder, ended up being converted to a catcher. reached AAA with St. Louis in 2016.
Usually go from catcher out further, second base like Biggio did, or to the outfield. Usually they don't come in.
Yeah, it's interesting. He actually only played one game with the Cardinals AAA team, recorded a hit in that game. That was his only AAA action that he ever saw. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Rivera is in there, right over the plate for a strike, making it 1-2 count to Chris Rivera. He only hit 182 with Advanced A Palm Beach in 2016. That was his last season in affiliated ball. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that is the third strikeout for Casey Coleman. Got Rivera to chase at the outside pitch low.
Well, now he is getting near 70 pitches, so if we can just get one more out, you wonder if Pete Incaviglia will leave him in or not, because there's no action in the Skeeters pen. Of course, you have to, every time out, when you're stretching a reliever into a starting rotation, you got to keep pushing him. He's got to be able to inevitably throw 100 pitches. So if he only allows just this one hit and gets past Ray here, you wonder if he comes out for another inning.
2 down for Ray. What's his pitch count out now?
It is at, actually this next pitch will be pitch number 70.
Mentioned earlier, he's already, or he's about to possibly surpass his season high. The 1-0. Fouled off. Behind home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Ray. Did not swing the bat last night, but appeared as a pitch runner.
That one got way too much of the plate.
Ray just batting 193 on the season. 241 average, 7 for 29 his last 10 games. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Ray is fouled off toward the Skeeters dugout. Ray also spent some seasons in the Cardinals organization, just like Rivera. He did not reach advanced single A. Spent 3 seasons in rookie ball and 1 season in low A. Coleman winds and fires. Nearly got Ray to chase at the fastball outside. It'll be a 2-2 count. Coleman looking for back-to-back strikeouts here to finish the 4th inning. The 2-2. Right over the plate, caught him looking, strikeout for Casey Coleman. His 4th of the game, and he has been on 5 scoreless innings. We'll have to wait and see if he returns for the 6th. Middle of the 5th, Skeeters leading 3-0.
Every Saturday home game at Constellation Field will feature a giveaway or a post-game concert for fans in attendance. Giveaway nights include such items as hats, SWATs and Star Wars bobbleheads, a Tracy McGrady bobblehead, and much, much more. While the post-game concerts feature artist 80s sensation The Spasmatics, country bands with Roger Krieger and Jack Ingram, and even a Jimmy Buffett cover band. For a full lineup, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere, bam, and he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Hi, I'm Ira Levin, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter.
Welcome back to Constellation Field. Skeeters leading the Road Warriors 3-0 in the second game of this 7-game series. Skeeters, of course, losing last night in extra innings 4-3, but it's good to see them responding the way they have tonight, Ira.
Yeah, Skeeters got off early. They're up 3-0 here. This is where they cannot just lay on their laurels. They can't go the rest of the game trying to nurse a 3-0 lead. That's when it's really caught up to them. They have had chances over the last 8 games to get a team out of the race, and they've kept the team hanging around.
Bedcourt swings at the first pitch. It's a pop-up to the second baseman, Rodriguez, for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Raul Rivera here to start the bottom half of the 5th inning.
And it seems like when the Skeeters have gotten a lead lately, they suddenly go against what they do for success. Early in the game, they're taking long counts, walking a lot, getting hits, getting on base, driving in runs, and then as soon as they get a little bit of a lead, they start swinging at the first, second, third pitch. They're out of an inning quick. They're not getting guys on base, and then the team, just like last night, gets back into the game, and then it's worry time.
Cordero looks at strike 1, squared to bunt. Pulled back and was a strike from Rivera.
Rivera, really a phenomenal pitch count. He has not even had 55 pitches yet here in the 5th.
Second pitch on the way to Cordero is a ball low. 1-1 count to Cordero.
This pitch will be 55 here from Raul.
Rivera has gone past the century mark 3 times this season. Season high is 107 pitches in a loss at York. Strike 2 called right there. His season low in pitches, he just pitched 1/3 of an inning, 11 pitches. But since he has at least thrown 68 in every single outing. The 1-2 swung on and missed. That'll be strikeout number 4 from Rivera. In steps Dennis Phipps, the designated hitter. Singled his last time up to get that 2-out rally going in the 3rd inning. First time up, struck out. He's 1 for 2 tonight. 2 down here for Raul Rivera. Phipps looks at ball 1 upstairs. Rivera, season career numbers, I should say, in the minors. .325 average, 9-6 record. Mentioned earlier, he spent some time in the Astros organization. 2-0 count to Dennis Phipps, who has been incredible in his last 19 games. .357, 5 homers, 13 RBIs. He's actually tied for the Atlantic League lead with 3 home runs in the month of June. Fouls that one off down the left field side. 2-1 count to Dennis Phipps. It's interesting with Rivera because he was pitching pretty well in the Astros organization. .297 ERA in 22 games for Quad Cities and Tri-City, the single-A teams in 2014. But he didn't get called up to Double-A, and he has not seen affiliated action since that 2014 season. Outside to Phipps, 3-1 count. You mentioned it, though, it doesn't matter how good a guy's numbers are. If he can't throw the ball very hard, teams might just let him go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a power game, both at the plate and on the mound these days. I mean, a guy like Ben Rowan, kind of an exception, a sidewinder. Obviously doesn't throw 95 plus, but has a lot of good deception. But even those guys are few and far between. Chris Tribett on the other side of the Road Warriors, I mean, he's never even played an affiliated ball, let alone the majors.
Yeah. Payoff pitch upcoming to Dennis Phipps with 2 outs, and Dennis Phipps draws a walk. Those Skeeters have a base runner on. Kind of deja vu from the 3rd inning. Dennis Phipps stepped up to the plate with 2 outs, nobody on. Got on board. Skeeters ended up scoring a run, and he was able to do the same thing just then.
That ends a streak of 6 straight retired by Rivera, so Skeeters broke up that momentum finally.
at Chavez. Have a night, sir. 2 for 2 thus far. Trying to make it 3 for 3. Keep this inning alive for Sugar Land as they look to extend their 3-0 lead.
Was kind of a ritual hitter. Every pitch, when he walks in, he's got to take care of those batting gloves, step out, get all set, then step back in. You watch him now. He's going to put the bat down, fix the elbow pads, fix the gloves again. Now, he just did that as he stepped to the plate, so the gloves can't be that loose, but kind of the no more Garcia Parra ritual type.
1-0 count to Matt Chavez is fouled off down the right field side.
Now watch him. He's going to step out of the box, touches the helmet, the belt, puts the bat down again to the gloves.
Always got to have those gloves as tight as possible. Baseball is a superstitious sport for sure. 1-1 count to Chavez.
Looks like he went through the appeal. He did, clearly.
Surprised there was even an appeal. Even Chavez kind of was frustrated with himself. Dennis Phipps at first base. Skeeters leading 3-0 here in the bottom half of the 5th inning.
Talking about baseball being a ritual sport. I think guys who go through a routine like that feel that they have to do this in order to be ready to hit.
Chavez fouls that one off. And you've seen it tonight, Skeeters fans. They've been more patient in their at-bats, taking longer ABs, and at 3 runs to show for it right now, trying to extend the lead to Chavez, but Chavez battling in this at-bat. He's done that all year. 340 on the season, 2 homers, 25 RBIs. Definitely the most consistent hitter on the Sugar Land team. Chops that one toward the shortstop. Martinez throw to first in time to retire Chavez for the first time. No hits, 1 runner stranded, no runs for Sugar Land. We head to the top half of the 6th inning. Skeeters leading 3-0.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music and a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
What does it take to rebuild trust? At Wells Fargo, we've been thinking about that a lot lately. For us, it begins with a renewed commitment to our customers, fixing what went wrong, making things right, working with more transparency and higher accountability, and reinventing how we serve you. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot like our first day. Wells Fargo, established 1852, re-established 2018. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Trying to plan a fun corporate or family event? Let us help. With our group packages here at Constellation, we have everything you need for fun, friendly, family, affordable entertainment. No matter what size the group, we have options for you, like our picnic plaza with our in-ground pool and even a 2-hour food buffet. The Skeeters can customize an outing to fit all your needs. To plan your event, call us here at 281-240-HITS or log on to sugarlandskeeters.com.
It'll be Casey Coleman pitching into the 6th inning for the first time all season. He is 5 scoreless thus far. And for the 6th inning, we're going to throw it back to the voice of the Sugar Land Skeeters, Ira Liebman.
Thanks, Will. Top of the order here in the top of the 6th for the Road Warriors, Octavio Martinez, and Cody Bishop, and Edwin Gomez. First pitch is low and away, ball 1-1-0. Octavio has struck out and grounded out. He's 0 for 2. Coleman being extended here and certainly has pitched well enough. Allowed just 1 hit last inning. This one a strike on the outside corner. He had a 1-2-3 third, an unconventional 1-2-3 fourth with a single double play and ground out, and just a one hit last inning, so no need not to extend him. A couple of Skeeter pitchers stretching out just in case they need to get ready. A little blooper into center field. Long run by Jan Santi. He's going to play this one on a hop, so a leadoff single here. 1 on, none out for the left-handed hitting left fielder, Cody Bishop. Now it's going to be more difficult here for Coleman with the leadoff hit because Bishop's a lefty and the next two hitters are switch hitters. So for all intents and purposes, he's going to be pitching to 3 left-handed hitters coming up here.
Well, we said if he got through 5, that was going to be a big win for Sugarland. Now in the 6th, still nobody warming up in the bullpen. So who knows how far he can go tonight, but he's got to keep up his success. And with the Road Warriors having a runner on, they might have some momentum now.
First pitch, great movement on that changeup. Caught the outside corner, 0-1. I think tonight you'd like to get him somewhere between 85 and 90 pitches, and then maybe his next start he could go the century mark. No balls, 1 strike, 1 on, none out. Skeeters leading 3-0 here in the top of the 6th. This one misses low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
Bishop just 6 of 36 to start the season. This is his 10th game of the year. Off to a sluggish start.
Next pitch will be pitch number 80 here by Coleman. Norris will set up away. Throw to first very close as Octavio Martinez just dove back in time. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Coleman with a good move for a right-hander. He's almost picked off a few runners here tonight. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Skeeters. No runs on 5 for the Road Warriors. Neither team has made an error thus far. They set up inside here. Another throw to first. This time not quite as close as one big leap back by Martinez. 1 ball and 1 strike as Bishop waits for the 1-1. Wind still blowing in from right center. Coleman taking more time between pitches, which is certainly a sign of fatigue. There goes Martinez. This one swung and a miss. The throw down to second, a good one, and not in time as Martinez gets around the tag. A nifty slide. Pulled by Norris was like a slider. It went right and then back left, and Pete Incavilla is going to come out and argue this one. I don't know what he's arguing. He's pointing. He's saying batter interference is what he's trying to say here. That the batter interfered with Norris's throw. Maybe that's why it was a little loopy.
Well, normally Norris is spot on with his throws over to second base. Pete Incavilla, I think, has an argument here.
Just a quick argument by Inky. 1-2 the count on Bishop.
That was Martinez's 3rd stolen base of the season.
See if Coleman can get out of this jam now. 80 pitches, 50 of them for strikes, 30 for balls. And action begins in the Skeeters bullpen. This one is swung and missed, strike 3. It's a big strikeout for Coleman. Picks up his catcher as the 5th strikeout of the night for Casey. Casey on the mound, 1 out. Runner down at second still for the switch hitting Edwin Gomez, one of 2 straight switch hitters. The switch hitter will bat here from the left side. Skeeters leading 3-0, trying to keep it that way. First pitch here, and a dandy catches the inside corner for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Action continues in the Skeeters pen. They set up away here, and the 0-1 is slashed down the left side, but way foul. And Coleman ahead 0-2.
Gomez, a former Skeeters, we talked about it last night, just played 16 games for Sugarland in 2015, had a 184 average.
4,055 fans here on a Tuesday night at Constellation Field. This one on the outside corner, strike 3. Gomez really upset with the call. has a little bit of a beef. Looked to be a couple of inches off the outside corner, but is the second straight strikeout. 6th overall here for Coleman. And now 1 out away from going 6. And if he gets out of this inning, well, certainly going to come out of this game. And yeah, pretty good outing for him.
Well, coming in, he just allowed 1 run in 12 innings, and he's looking like he might just allow 1 run in his first 18 innings as a Skeeter. That's not too shabby.
15 innings scoreless so far if he can get through this one. This one is a little bit off the outside corner. Looks like a little bit of a give-back pitch there. 1-0 here to the switch-hitting Jorge Fernandez, who's batting from the left side. He was robbed on a great play to end the first by Courtney Hawkins. Saved a run, then hit into a double play last time up. That was the Javier Betancourt nifty DP. Spins towards second, no throw. 1-0 here to Fernandez.
Well, looking back, that Hawkins play in left field was huge. That would have given the Road Warriors an early lead. Still haven't had a run.
Said you want to get Coleman to 85, 90 pitches, and that roller to first is pitch number 86. So Coleman, despite the leadoff single and the stolen base, gets the next 3 in order. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Well, we're in the middle of the 6th. Skeeters still holding on to a 3-0 lead over these Road Warriors.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Sweet 96 is on the air everywhere. On the radio from our Fort Bend County Tower site located on the Grand Parkway at 96.1 FM or online at sweet96.com. Click the Listen Live link and enjoy our community programming anytime you like from anywhere in the world, or just tap the app. Download the free TuneIn Radio app for your smartphone and search Sweet 96.
Salon Evan and Day Spa is the premier of Veda Concept Salon in Sugar Land. Locally owned and family operated since 1989. Let our Aveda trained stylists take you to the highest level of satisfaction with the latest techniques for coloring, highlighting, and precision haircuts. Treat yourself to our famous Aveda facial, a relaxing massage, or a signature manicure and pedicure. Have an ultimate salon experience today at Salon Evan and Day Spa. 281-980-5160. 281-980-5160.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Skeeters leading 3-0. It has been this way since the 3rd. Skeeters were trying to get some insurance here by sending up 5, 6, and 7. Derek Norris, Kyle Kibitza, and Courtney Hawkins.
Let's take a look at the Atlantic League, a final from earlier today. The Ducks knocking off the Blue Crabs 7-2. Top of the 9th right now, and just with the Skeeters' need, a Barnstormers loss. It looks like that's going to happen. They're down 5-10 to the New Britain Bees. And also going on right now is Somerset York, the Patriots leading the Revolution 2-1 in the top of the 8th inning.
Here the Skeeters are up 3-0. And Derek Norris will step in. Dino 2 for 2. He has doubled, scored a run, singled, and driven in a run. He's responsible for 2 of the 3 runs and sends this one high in the air to left center field, but playable. It is the center fielder, Anthony Ray, who will bring it down for out number 1. So 1 out, none out for Kyle Kibitza, who has struck out both times up here against Rivera. Half the strikeouts that Rivera has, he has 4 in total. 239 for Kyle, 6 home runs in 27 RBIs for the Skeeters' left-handed hitting right fielder. In steps Kibitza. Slightly open stance from the left side of the box. First pitch here to Kyle. This one a strike on the outside corner. Rivera still a pretty good pitch count. This next pitch will be pitch number 70 here. right-hander's 0-1 is sliced down the left field line, hooking foul. And Kibitza down 0-2. It seems like when you're slumping, every time you're in the box, you're down 0-2.
Yeah, the last 10 games just batting .205, which is a shame because his average was in the 350s for a while.
Had a reaching base safely streak of 17 games earlier this season. Now time called before Rivera delivers, as he was taking way too long for Kibitza's liking.
Just a matter of time before Kyle gets it going again, the former major leaguer.
The 0-2 high, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Kibitza went to Texas State. Highest drafted position player in Texas State history. His teammates with Paul Goldschmidt while there with the Bobcats. They set up inside the 1-2, a little tight. Almost hit Kyle. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Texas State's athletic program definitely growing. Their basketball team almost made the NCAA tournament for the first time. They're just 1 win away. It's good to see Texas State, the good sports program.
The 2-2 is hit high in the air to deep left center field. Ray in front of the warning track brings it down for out number 2. So 2 balls hit out to left center. 2 outs and none on here for Courtney Hawkins. Hawkins drove in his league-leading 35th run with a sac fly in his first at-bat. Lined out to short last time up, so officially just 0-for-1. Skeeters 3 runs on 6 hits. Road Warriors no runs on 5. No errors on either side of the ledger for either of these squads. In steps Hawkins. They're going to set up inside to try to jam him, which is a common strategy against him. How's the first pitch straight back 0-1. Pretty good hack at that pitch. Program reminder tomorrow. Little bagels and baseball. Playing early an 11 a.m. game. Oh, those are Will's favorites.
Absolutely. I'm going to bring some bagels tomorrow.
Nice.
Some
From
Philadelphia
Syracuse?
cream cheese. No, not quite.
I'll
Not
give you
quite.
the cream cheese.
Philadelphia cream cheese is solid.
Been looking for a good bagel for 7 years here, though. Oi, 1-1 is down low, 2-1.
Boulevard Bagel's pretty good.
That's what you keep telling me. You going to bring me a Boulevard bagel?
I might have to tomorrow.
I'll be the judge of where their quality ranks on the...
Their chocolate chip bagels are my favorite.
You're already losing me on chocolate chips and bagels.
Do you like blueberry bagels at least?
Fruit does not belong in bagels.
Oh, come on.
Everything, garlic, sesame, poppy, that's a real bagel.
I mean, I like plain bagels, but if I had the choice, I'm always going with blueberry bagels over plain bagels.
They're going to kick you right out of Syracuse. No bagel connoisseur goes to a blueberry bagel as his go-to bagel. This one is low, 3-1.
Speaking of breakfast, what do you think about the whole IHOB controversy?
Well, being that I didn't hear about it until today, I don't know how much of a controversy it really is.
It's trending on Twitter. It's been trending on Twitter for 2 straight days.
Oh my goodness, it's got to be true then. This one is grounded to third. Edwin Gomez stabs it to his left, and a very quick and Skeeters. 2 flyouts and a ground out. Skeeters go 1-2-3. 2/3 of the way through, end of the 6th inning. Skeeters still up 3-0.
Hey Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. Relive baseball's greatest moments, connect with the national pastime, and honor the all-time greats of the game. Plan your family visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hi, I'm Ira Leben, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters Baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter.
We are La Casina. Go Skeeters!
Well, we moved to the top of the 7th, and we were surprised Casey Coleman's still out there. 86 pitches, 55 for strikes. So Peter Gavilli is going to let him go at least a little further. Same starter, new broadcaster is Ryan Posner. Joins me here in the booth. Ryan, how are you this evening?
Oh, I'm doing good. Already dressed in a banana suit tonight. Did some dancing in the dugout.
Was that you?
That was me.
Look at you, Renaissance man.
I know. I got heckled by someone in the stands. They kept me in check. They said,
I'm going to heckle you right here in the booth.
Yeah.
We're wearing a banana suit. How'd that go for you?
Oh,
was it peanut butter jelly time?
I tried to bust it out. I needed the little shakers though. I didn't have those. But
this one is hit into right field. Just a little blooper of the second straight inning. A leadoff single here against the Skeeters right-hander Casey Coleman. You surprised to see Coleman back out?
a little bit. He got through the kind of the teeth of the order though, which is the third time through the lineup. Which I know a lot of times you look at that as kind of the litmus test. Like, can you get through that part? So I mean, yeah, you're getting toward the bottom of this order. I don't see why you don't leave him out there, especially after playing 4 extra inning games in the last week. So
where is litmus when you need him?
I know. I've been looking for him.
Very elusive. In steps the left-handed hitting Melvin Rodriguez, who is grounded at the second. Both times up he is 0 for 2. Once again, the Skeeters letting a team hang around here. Still only leading 3-0. That lead has held up since the third. Now here in the top of the 7th. So that way too much last night.
Yeah, that was kind of the reoccurring theme of the road trip too. You know, Somerset and Southern Maryland kind of just had them within a puncher's chance, and they capitalized in late innings.
This next pitch will be pitch number 90 here from Casey. This one misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes, and nobody warming up in the Skeeters pen. Somebody's going to start now, it looks like. Kind of soft tossing.
Another good outing from the Skeeters starting pitching too. Came into the game with a .51 ERA for the last 3 games too. So Casey Coleman himself really been an unsung hero for this pitching staff of late.
After getting through last inning, now 15 scoreless innings. 1 ball and 1 strike the count here to the left-handed hitting second baseman Melvin Rodriguez. Coleman from the stretch, they'll set up away, and the 1-1 is swung and nubbed foul down the left side. 1-2 the count. I don't think you'll ever see a left-handed throwing second baseman and a left-handed catcher. I remember seeing one years ago, but I think it would be too difficult as a lefted throwing catcher, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, definitely, especially second base. Obviously, that with the trying to turn double plays. I mean, that's one thing. And then the catcher, I guess you can see it. It's kind of, I guess, it would look more odd than it might be difficult.
I think you'd constantly be throwing around a right-handed hitter a little bit too much, and most of the hitters are right-handed. This one swung and missed. That is the 7th K of the day for Coleman, and there is one away. So 1 on and 1 out here for Geraldo Valentin.
Yeah, we've seen the bullpen kind of struggle with the starting rotation, even with the loss of Mitch Talbot, who really was coming into his own right before he got picked up by the Indians. Probably coincidentally happened that way. I mean, the starting pitchers out with Dallas Beeler, Casey Coleman, Connor Wade. Connor Wade's been really good at really doing a fine job as well. So all those guys doing a great job.
And now we saw Ben Grissett last night. I think that was your litmus test to see if he's going to go back in the starting rotations. Then may get another boost.
Exactly, and that's one of those things where the numbers might not have told the story. You got to get with Corey Dommel, maybe see if he saw what he liked. You know, the curveball looked pretty sharp from where we were sitting last night.
The 0-1 here to the right-handed hitting first baseman, but first Coleman's going to chase back the runner, Silviero at first. Skeeters are leading 3-0 here in the top of the 7th. And now action begins in the Skeeters pen. Coleman peeking over his left shoulder. The runner at first, Silviero, just a little above average lead. This one is punched down the right side, but foul. Now it looks like it may be, and it is, Matt West.
See, that puts a pretty big importance on this inning, because you get through this inning, you get Matt West, who's been nails since he became a Skeeter, and then you go to Felipe Paulino in the 9th. So
exactly right. Looks like that is the formula Peter and Gavilli would like to use. 0-2 the count here to Valentin, so Coleman in a good spot. This one swung on, popped up right side. That one's going to make the seats behind the Skeeters dugout. About 9 rows back. Somebody caught that on the fly.
Saw you guys almost had one bounce in here a little bit earlier. That almost was the perfect recipe.
Almost the perfect storm. It bounced the steps to the right. Otherwise, sitting pretty with the baseball. And it's not even the ball, it's the act of catching one in the booth during a broadcast.
And to get into this booth, I mean, that'd be pretty impressive.
Again, the 0-2 curveball. Waiting on it nicely was Valentin. Good idea by Coleman. Still ahead 0-2.
Yeah, starting to see those signs. That curveball left a little bit up in the zone, but a good change of speed there. Got Valentin out on his front foot, so able to just foul it off.
Looks like it will take most likely 100 pitches or more to get out of this. Now 96 pitches for Coleman. Unless he gets a nifty little double play here.
Saw a beautiful one in the first inning from Betancourt. That might be one of the best plays we've seen all year from a Skeeter defender.
The 0-2 swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him to chase a ball low and away. That is the 8th strikeout of the game for Coleman. Second K of the inning. There's 2 away. And now 1 out away from throwing 7 shutout innings. Chris Rivera, who had 2 home runs last night, will step in here. He has hit into a double play and struck out. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Skeeters. No runs on 6 hits for the Road Warriors. Lynn Simpson, the right-handed hitting catcher. Open stance from the right side of the box. Stands close to the plate. Coleman, first pitch, hit into center field. This should do it. Underneath it is Jansanti, and he'll squeeze it for the final out. So nice job by Coleman, pitching around the leadoff hit in the last 2 innings. 7th inning stretch time. Jacks, I do care if you never come back. Skeeters up 3-0.
Skeeters fans, end your weekend with Skeeters baseball at Constellation Field for Sunday Fun Day. We have something for everyone. Play catch in the outfield, and your favorite Skeeters players will be signing autographs before the game. Also, after the game, all kids will be able to run the bases. Constellation Field has everything you need for a fun, family-friendly, affordable day at the ballpark. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere, bam, and he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Every Saturday home game at Constellation Field will feature a giveaway or a post-game concert for fans in attendance. Giveaway nights include such items as hats, Swats and Star Wars bobbleheads, a Tracy McGrady bobblehead, and much, much more. While the post-game concerts feature artist 80s sensation The Spasmatics, country bands with Roger Krieger and Jack Ingram, and even a Jimmy Buffett cover band. For a full lineup, visit SugarlandSkeeters.com for more information. Sugarland Skeeters, it's more than baseball.
Let me hear you. Go in loud. 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the lobby. Take me out to the
Thank you, Harry. That's going to be a pitching change for the Road Warriors. It's going to be Mike Lee. Lee coming in at 6'7", 235 pounds, a Las Vegas, Nevada native. He's going to be making his Road Warriors debut, signed to the team before today's game. Played a little bit in New Britain last year, so he's got some Atlantic League experience. He's going to come on for the 7th.
He does not look 6'7" out there, but he is. Well, he will face the Skeeters Here in the the bottom half of the 7th inning, it'll be 8-9-1. Anthony Jansanti, Alvaro Rondon, then back to the top of the order with Javier Betancourt. He was drafted 3 different times. First time he was selected by the Yankees in the 22nd round. That was in 2005, as this one is a strike, 0-1. The second time, he was selected again by the Yankees in the 27th round in 2006. And I think finally he said, you know what, I'm going to go to their biggest rival. And he did. The Red Sox picked him up in the 8th round in 2008 as Jansanti fouls this one down the left side, down 0-2. He is a Washington native, the state of Washington. Went to Oklahoma City University, went to Bellevue Community College before that. What is Oklahoma City? What is their nickname?
The minor league team?
No, Oklahoma City College.
Oh, interesting. I wouldn't know.
University, rather. One ball and 2 strikes to count here. Number 21. Well, let this one go by. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. It was actually 10-2 with a 2.79 ERA at Oklahoma City. This one swung and drilled down the left side. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. That was a bullet.
Yeah, that ball had some serious heat behind it going down the third baseline. Got a guy Mike Lee too. I mean, probably interested to have him sit down and tell you about his career, because I mean, he's a guy who played an indie ball, got drafted, went to indie ball, then came back out and played another 5 years in the minors before going back to indie ball again. So he's got a lot of experience.
That's one on the outside corner, strike 3. Jansanti knew it. First strikeout for Lee, 1 out, none on. In steps the number 9 hitter for the Skeeters, the left-hand hitting shortstop Alvaro Rondon. Well, he first appeared in the Atlantic League in 2016, split time between the Bees and the Barnstormers. With the Barnstormers, just 4-5, a 5.18 ERA. Just shows you a change of scenery can help. He was 5-0 with a 2.45 ERA with New Britain.
Guess not surprised to see they had him back again next season.
No doubt. Did not have a great year, though. 3-6, a 4.56 ERA. 35-38 lifetime, a 4.30 ERA and 3 saves. First pitch here, a strike to Rondon, 0-1. He is grounded at the second and flat to left. He's 0-2. Squares the bunt here. This one in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Skeeters leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. So now, looks like Matt West has kind of taken control of that setup role. Of course, Polino, the closer. Who do you use for your 7th-inning guy? That was really Danny Reynolds a lot, sometimes Cervenka. Both of them gone. Grounded to first, foul, 1-2.
I think it's going to go by committee. I think, depending on a matchup, Dan Runzer could be a guy you could see fill that role, especially with his numbers at home. That could be somebody, in a home game, you can go to him. I mean, after that, it's tough. I mean, you got to see what you have. I mean, what do you have in Ben Rowan? What do you have in Austin Adams? These are guys who only made a handful of appearances. I think once you get to that 8-9 appearance mark where Matt West is at right now, maybe we'll see where they slot in.
The 1-2, this one in the dirt, 2-2.
I'm sure Ben Rowan's one of those guys where you may not want to use him in every specific role. He might be a situational guy, a guy who come in to get maybe 1 out, because I mean, that's a tough person to adjust to. Yeah.
Yep. 2-2, and that really messes people up for the
sure
setup man and closer. You're seeing that side winding Submariner coming down from under probably 80 to 85, and then you're seeing, guys like Polino throwing, low to mid 90s.
You're talking about a 30-mile-per-hour difference there. That's going to definitely mess you up.
This one way inside as Rondon had a duck back the knees, whose momentum carries him over into the right side of the batter's box, and that'll run the count full 3-2. A 6-7 right-hander gets the side. They're going to set up away, and the payoff pitch here to Rondon. Swung and grounded to the right side and threw for a base hit. So a 1-out single here by Rondon, and looks like Alvaro getting healthier. So 1 on and 1 out, back to the top of the order with Javier Betancourt. Skeeters need some insurance. Remember, insurance runs brought to you by our good friends at Texas Farm Bureau. Texas Farm Bureau member get free tickets to Skeeter games on Sunday. Just show proof of your current membership at the Skeeters ticket office, and you can get 2 free tickets to any Sunday home game. Visit your local agent to become a member today. Steps Betancourt, who's 0 for 3. He has grounded to second, grounded to short, and popped out to second, so he is 0 for 3. They set up inside on the first pitch. There goes Rondon. Had a huge jump. They'll never get him. And a stolen base here from Rondon as he noticed the right-hander at 6'7", not only not paying attention to him, but it's going to be a lot slower to the plate with a higher leg kick.
Yeah, even with a good pitch, that might have Rondon probably in there pretty easily. That ball also low and away to the right-handed Javier Betancourt makes Chris Rivera go to his off. There was no chance they were going to get him. Not even a throw down.
5th stolen base of the season for Rondon. He has stolen 5 of 7 and now 1 behind team leader Anthony Jansanti. 26 steal overall for the Skeeters as a team. It seems like it's been a long time since the Skeeters have stolen a base. They had the double steal yesterday, but that was kind of on a strikeout hit and run that didn't work out.
As of late, I mean, it really seems like their best base stealer has been Derek Norris, who's really capitalized on some good timing and just right moments. But obviously, Alvaro Rondon, the guy who's going to light up the base pass with his plus speed.
Barnes on the DL, so you take really their best stealer out of this lineup. This one high and outside. 3-0 the count here to Betancourt.
Yeah, Barnes, I mean, I'm sure you guys touched on it early in the broadcast. I think what that really hurts you is on the defensive side, too.
No doubt. Covers a lot of ground in the outfield.
Oh, man, he's played stellar defense. Good to see Alvaro back in the lineup because he's obviously another big part of the defensive side and kind of lets everyone get back in the rotation. Norris behind the plate, Cordero at third, but that's a huge loss on the defensive end.
The 3-0, this one is a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. And when he's out there, Jansanti is also out there, so that really gives you a lot of ground. Now you have Phipps in right and Hawkins in left. They are pretty good fielders and both have decent arms, but they do not cover a lot of ground. So forcing Jansanti to be like Kelly Leak out there.
That's good. He has to cover a lot of ground, and hopefully we can get Bear back in the lineup pretty soon here.
The 3-1 swung and missed. That'll run the count full 3-2. Skeeters are leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. It's not been pretty over the last 8 games for the Skeeters. 2-4 road trip. They lost Game 1 here last night. Or just 2-7. There goes Rondon. This one low and away, ball 4. And Rivera grabbed it like, all right, I don't have to throw because he's stealing third anyway, and it's a force, but it was not. So Rondon swipes second and third. And do we see the rare hat trick of second, third, and the plate?
I don't know. If there's a player on this team who's going to do it, certainly is Alvaro Rondon. And again, Mike Lee not doing Chris Rivera any favors back there. Throws another pitch low and away, and pretty nice scoop by Rivera. But again, no chance, not even a throw down to third.
Well, at 6'7", you're going to have that big leg kick, and it's going to be tough to throw guys out anyway.
Hasn't gone to the slide step either. If he has, it's kind of a very abbreviated version of the slide step. So like you said, he's making it tough on himself with the big delivery.
Even the slide step, probably a big, long stride for him.
That's what I'm saying. He might be doing it. This just may not look like it.
Well, in steps Cordero, and there goes Betancourt. They do not throw down as Betancourt in there safely standing up. So 3 steals here in the 7th. Playing a little Road Warriors ball here.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is Mike Lee's Road Warriors debut. You don't know if he's really into how much of the signs he was led into, and it looks to be a little bit of miscommunication out there. And hey, you got to take advantage of what you can, especially coming off a loss last night.
Pitch was a strike to Cordero. The switch hitter batting here from the left side down 0-1. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Now the infield will come in here for the Road Warriors. Skeeters with a big chance to get some insurance. They set up outside the 0-1 to Cordero. This one is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Rondon at third, Betancourt at second. Skeeters leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. If Rondon could just get it deep enough for at least a sac fly, you feel much better with a 4-0 lead. That would take a grand slam just to tie it. The 1-1. So on poked foul left side, 1-2. Ideally, is Tony La Russa used to say that 5-run cushion. That way, even a grand slam does not beat you or tie the game.
Yeah, you got to feel good with where you're at in the bullpen and in the game. But like you said, I mean, you're after these last couple of games. I mean, a 5-run lead is definitely probably where you're going to want to be sitting at. A 3-run lead seems pretty short.
So 1-2 now the count on number 3, Albert Cordero. They set up inside here on Albert. The 1-2. This one misses inside, 2-2.
Pretty crazy, too. We've really seen Coco kind of go into a slump, which is the first time he's done that all year. Still into the game, 5th in the league in hitting. So I think that goes to show how hot of a start he really had.
I was saying a week ago, it's unbelievable. He has not had one cold spell all season, but now going through a little bit of that now. The 2-2 by Lee in the dirt, 3-2. And now if you're Lee, do you risk putting Cordero on and pitching to Phipps to get the double play, get out of the inning, or are you putting yourself in much further danger with the dangerous power of Phipps?
Yeah, wonder about the splits, how he faces against righties. Obviously, the righty-righty matchup with Phipps, not very good speed, so kind of think you're in a win-win, I guess, in that case for Lee.
Payoff pitch here to Cordero. This one golfed to the right side, backhanded by Valentine. He will keep the runner at third and then go to first. That is a huge out. 3 unassisted. Nice play by the first baseman, Valentine. Look back Rondon and then went to first. He's really going to regret this if they do not get a run in here. Now 2 outs and Phipps will step in.
That ball had to be hit right at Valentine. I mean, otherwise that's going to get through the infield, and kind of looked like a little happy birthday hop there. Somehow found the way into the back of his glove. But then, hey, Coco struck that ball pretty well. Not much you can do there.
Same question again. Phipps or Chavez? Which poison do you go with there?
Lately, I mean, Phipps probably the hottest hitter on the team. So if you're looking at it by that standard, you might want to face Chavez. But he's also got 2 singles today, so that's tough.
First pitch is a slow grounder left side. This is going to be a long throw by the shortstop, but Phipps does not run well. The throw to first in plenty of time. And that'll do it. Skeeters waste a golden opportunity. Second and third, only not get a run. Well, we are through 7 innings of play. Skeeters still up 3-0. Hero of the Road Warriors.
Want to watch a Skeeters game in style? We have just what you need. Our game day suites are ideal for entertaining clients, rewarding employees, networking, and even celebrating personal milestones. Let us make it easy for you. Suite rentals come with food and soft drinks, parking privileges, and even access to our Insperity Club. Drinking packages are also available. To plan your event, call us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hey fans, come bring the family for one of the most exciting nights of the week here at Constellation Field. Firework Fridays, where we celebrate our Skeeters like it's the 4th of July. With music and a fantastic fireworks show after each and every Friday home game that's included with your ticket purchase. We'll be doing this every Friday through the entire Skeeter season, so start off your weekend with a bang. For more information, contact us at 281-240-HITS or visit us on the web at sugarlandskeeters.com.
Hey Skeeters fans, if you're a senior, 55 or over, we have a great deal for you. Join our Silver Skeeters Club presented by Advanced Hearing Center. Silver Skeeters Club members receive admission to 9 Skeeters home games, free drink coupons on game days, exclusive VIP events, and much more. If you're a Skeeters fan aged 55 or over, don't miss out on this great opportunity. For more information, go online to sugarlandskeeters.com.
Skeeters going to make a call to the bullpen. It's going to be the former big leaguer Matt West. The Houston, Texas native comes in at 6'1", 230 pounds, right-handed. Going to be making his 10th appearance of the season. Has thrown 8 2/3 scoreless innings since joining the Skeeters.
Well, West will take over here. 9-1-2 here for the Road Warriors. Anthony Ray, Octavio Martinez, and then Cody Bishop.
Take a look around the Atlantic League. We got a chance here. Big news for the Skeeters. New Britain comes up with a 10-5 victory over Lancaster, so a chance for us to move up in the standings tonight. Over in Long Island, they pick up a 7-2 win at home over the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. And Somerset, another one-run win. They seem to be doing that a lot lately. 2-1 win over the York Revolution.
Well, in steps the number 9 hitter, Anthony Ray. Ray has grounded at the short and struck out. Matt West has a stranglehold right now on that setup row. This one is a strike. I'm worried about the Paulino coming in, only because the baseball gods have not been with him. Yeah. This has been a very elusive 11th save. The 3 errors the other night, and then the blown save after that.
And I think Felipe, a perfect guy to kind of get through that, because, I mean, he's a veteran. He's played on a number of big league teams. The guy's going to shake that off.
This one a base hit to the right of second. A 1 on, none out. Go back to the top of the order with Octavio Martinez, who's 1 for 3. He struck out, grounded at, singled, and stole the base. Skeeters are leading 3-0 here in the top of the 8th. Trying to put together 3 outs between West and Paulino.
I think the big thing you got to like about Matt West, too, 8 2/3 innings, 11 Ks, just 2 walks. I mean,
he's impressive.
Yeah, exactly. And that's right where you want to be for a relief pitcher. I mean, he's gonna be firing in the zone. Seems a ground ball here.
Well, in steps the leadoff man, the pesky Octavio Martinez, right-handed hitting shortstop. As you called him, the Rod Carew of the Atlantic League.
And he's kind of got that pesky little swing to him, like you said. He seems to find it just right in front of the center field, drops it in.
West looks in for the sign here. Let's see where Norris sets up. He'll set up away. The 1-0 here by the right-hander. This one is a strike. Fastball catches the outside corner. 1-1 the count. West made 2 appearances for the Oryx Buffaloes of the Japanese Pacific League. Allowed a run through 2 innings of relief. West throws to first. Runner gets back. And Anthony Ray. Last time West appeared in affiliate ball was in 2016 at AAA Oklahoma City. Then the Dodgers AAA affiliate made his MLB debut July 10th, 2014 with the Texas Rangers. There goes Ray. The throw down to second is not in time, off the mitt of Rondon, but retrieved by Betancourt.
Nice job by Rondon there to get in the backup, saves a base there, and I mean likely Anthony Ray, pretty good speed, going to score on a single no matter what, but hey, make him work for it now.
That was a pretty interesting move. You can't block the runner when he's sliding into second, but he stood to the left side of second, so he couldn't go around him to third. 2-1 the count here to Martinez. Now West's going to have a little bit more difficulty here in the 8th. Still nobody out. The 2-1 here by the right-hander. Swan and fouled right side. Chavez going to give it a chase. Will he have a play? No. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both teams with 7 hits. Skeeters leading 3-0.
Martinez kind of strikes me as one of those guys who probably likes to be in 2-strike counts. I feel like that's where he kind of just probably feels more comfortable, because it seems like every time he's out there, he gets to an 0-2 count or 2-2-1-2 count pretty quickly, and then fouls off about 8 or 9 pitches and really makes you work for it.
One of those pesky 2-strike hitters, kind of chokes up, which he does even before the ball gets anywhere near him as he waggles that bat to his right. This one is a ground ball to the left side. Diving stop by Rondon. I don't know if he'll have a play. Throw to first is wide of Furs. That's going to be an infield single. Staying at second is Ray with the ball being hit in front of him. And now trouble for the Skeeters as the tying run comes to the plate. First and second, nobody out. And dare I say, here we go again.
Yeah, on the bright side, though, another nice play by Rondon. Keeps the ball from going to the outfield, so keeps Anthony Ray at second. Keeps that force at any base still alive.
So now West will basically pitch to 3 straight lefties here. The lefty Bishop, and then 2 straight switch hitters will bat from the left side. That's what you want here. The wind is blowing in hard from right, so let them hit it in the air all day. Squaring to bunt here. Pulls it back, but takes it for a strike. 0-1. And now the Road Warriors out hitting the Skeeters 8-7, despite Sugarland leading 3-0 here in the top of the 8th.
If I'm not mistaken, too, all 8 of them singles, too, so just really death by paper cut, I guess, tonight is the method for the Road Warriors.
Well said, sir. They set up outside the 0-1. This one misses a little low and away. 1-1. Polino should probably start warming up any second now, I think. And that is him now, starting to get loose. Just soft tossing. Never know when he might come in for a 4 or 5 out save. West looks at second at Ray. A double take and fires home. Swung and missed. 1-2.
That's a nasty breaking pitch right there, and gotta love having the comfort of Derek Norris behind the plate again. You have a pretty good confidence he's going to suck that up even if you throw in the dirt.
Players in the minors have told me in the past that I was afraid to throw my splitter because I didn't feel that my catcher could come up with it, but you don't have to worry about that with Norris. That's got to be a terrible feeling on the mound. You can't throw your best pitch because you're worried about your catcher defensively.
Exactly. Then you maybe leave it up, and a guy he takes you for a 3-run homer here, so it's nice to have that luxury for sure.
Norris sets up inside the 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? I think he did, and he did. That's a big strikeout. First for West. So 2 on with 1 out here. And in steps the switch hitting Edwin Gomez. Gomez has struck out twice in his first and last at bat. Between he has singled, so he's 1 for 3.
I'm going to go with the comp here with Edwin Gomez. Kind of maybe the Atlantic League version of Richie Sexton. Kind of a tall, lean, kind of looks like it could be a first baseman or corner outfield body. I haven't seen the height, but I'm guessing around 6'5", 6'6", in that range.
He is 6'3", actually.
Wow.
He does look taller than 6'3". I'll definitely give you that.
Shortchanged him there on the roster. I don't usually see that one.
He's long and lanky.
Yeah.
Gives that optical illusion of being taller.
It's just the pleats. It's an illusion.
Don't act like you're not impressed. No balls and 1 strike. Anchorman references for those who are not following along. And if you're not, shame on you. Skeeters are leading 3-0 here in the top of the 8th. The 0-1 here by West. This one is hit into center field. Coming in is Jan Santi. Has a play in left center. And he brings it down for the second out. So 2 outs with none on. Now 2 out, 2 on. And in stops Jorge Fernandez, another switch hitter. He was robbed in his first at bat by a nice play by Courtney Hawkins. Hit into a double play and grounded out. So 0 for 3. He's committed 4 outs.
Nice job there by West, kind of pitching backwards, like to say. He gave him the off speed on the first pitch, sets up that fastball in the low 90s, and no chance there for Gomez. Just a weak fly into shallow center.
So, if you're a San Diegan, is it the now mantra, Anchorman? Is that the San Diego movie of all times?
Ooh, I mean that's tough to argue. I know Top Gun was filmed there, that movie as well. But man, I don't think, at least from where I'm standing, it's not even a close battle.
I'm going to give you another reference. This one is swung and fouled off. Now, this might be the greatest piece of history for San Diego, and the fact that Wyatt Earp retired to San Diego.
Wow.
If you ever watched Tombstone,
yeah.
The end, when he finds that girl, they're in San Diego.
Interesting.
And there's a little museum there in the gas lamp.
Wow. I'm going to get on that. I'm kind of a little disappointed I didn't know that already.
No balls and 1 strike the count here. A little Jeopardy-esque knowledge there for you.
You were digging deep into the archives for that one. I like it.
Rondon sneaks in behind the runner. No throw by West as Ray gets back. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Skeeters leading 3-0 here in the 8th, and you kind of feel this is the game right here.
Yeah, big spot here. He did a nice job of getting first 2 outs of the inning, but go ahead, or the tie and run at the plate still.
Norris sets up outside, and this one comes inside, so missed a target. And Fernandez all over that one, but fouls it straight back, and now 0-2, and West 1 strike away from getting out of a first and second no-out jam unscathed.
If I'm West here, I mean, you saw the way Norris was handling that off-speed pitch. I might throw 2 of those in the dirt here, try to get Jorge Fernandez-Diaz to maybe swing over the top of one of them like we saw Edwin Gomez do.
West from the stretch. Looks at second, picks up the target at home in Norris, and this one low and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That was a pretty good pitch. Very difficult to lay off of, but Fernandez holds up.
That's one of them where he's probably guessing off speed there, because otherwise after he throws you that fastball like that middle away, I don't know how you lay off that pitch.
16 pitches for West, 11 for strikes. 3 runs, 7 hits for the Skeeters. No runs, 8 hits for the Road Warriors. The 1-2 here from West. Swung on and missed. Did he miss it or did he foul tip it? He missed it. Norris will put the tag on, and that will do it. We mentioned Tombstone. West gets the final coming together here. Don't you think, Ryan?
Oh, yeah. I'd say so. Another scoreless inning. Gotta love that, too.
Middle of the 8th inning. Skeeters, thanks to West, still leading 3-0.
Spring-free trampoline. The perfect way to go outside and be active. Your family will enjoy the thrill of a trampoline that keeps them safe and engaged all year long, right in your backyard. Visit us in Katy or online at www.springfreetrampoline.com. Smart in safety, smart in quality, smart in innovation. Spring Free Trampoline.
Hey, what's for dinner tonight? That's probably the hardest question we all answer every day. May I suggest La Cocina Mexican Restaurant? Dine in or take away. They have the best Mexican food in the area, and it's all handmade from scratch. Try their famous street tacos. The Fiesta Packs are unbeatable, and delivery is provided. Located at 515 FM 359, or for even quicker service or reservations, 281-238-0872. That's 281-238-0872.
Hi, I'm Ira Laban, voice of the Sugarland Skeeters. Join me every Friday night to hear Skeeters baseball live on Sweet 96, Sugarland's only radio station. Listen each Friday night when the Skeeters are both at home and on the road on 96.1 FM for the Friday night game of the week. Follow the drive for the 2018 Atlantic League Championship as the Skeeters and Sweet 96 team up for the first time.
Sugarland, it doesn't get any sweeter!
Road Warrior is going to make another call to the bullpen. It's going to be a familiar face as former Skeeter. Zach Zenicola is going to come on to pitch the ninth with the Skeeters, or the bottom of the eighth rather, with the Skeeters up 3-0. Zach Zenicola, 6'1", 220 pounds, a native of Loma Linda, California, and signed to the Road Warriors prior to yesterday's game, so he'll be making his debut for them tonight.
He didn't have to come far. Now lives here in Houston after pitching for the Skeeters, and Zach was here working out before spring training, and he had this great Fu Manchu last year, kind of Goose Gossage-esque, and I'm a huge Goose fan, and he shaved it off. I said hello to him, and I said, listen, they're not going to take you back without a Fu Manchu.
Oh, yeah.
Here he was. I saw him yesterday, and I was like, I like it. And he was like, yeah, you told me I wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for the Fu Manchu.
Yeah, relievers are kind of weird cats, though. You know, maybe he lets up a run one inning and all the facial hair goes off. We kind of saw Anthony play around with his beard earlier this season, too.
Matt Chavez takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Meet of the order for the Skeeters. Chavez, Norris, and Kibitza. Skeeters are leading 3-0. Zach, a big part of that 2016 championship season. He was a big part of that bullpen. This one is driven deep to right field. Going back is Fernandez. He's got a beat on it, and he'll bring it down for out number one. One out, none on here for Derek Norris. Norris having a good night. He's 2 for 3. He has doubled, singled, scored a run, driven and run, and flying to center last time up. So in steps Norris, the Skeeters right-hand hitting backstop. And this team leading 3-0.
And that double, kind of continue to keep with that ridiculous ratio. So 13 of his last 20 hits have gone for extra bases. That's pretty insane.
Well, if you're only going to get X amount of hits, they might as well be for extra bases.
He's been a doubles machine of late.
First pitch to Norris from Zenicola. This one fouled straight back, 0-1. Zenicola features a fastball, slider, sinker, and a splitter. He was actually in the minors in the national system. Got a chance to play briefly with a rehab start with Steven Strasburg, rather. Thinking of Ryan Strasburger.
I know, yeah, you've seen him plenty lately, too, with the series at Southern Maryland last weekend.
The 0-1. This one swung a hit high in the air to right field. Charging towards the line is Fernandez. He's got a beat on that one as well. They'll bring it down, so pretty efficient here by the former Skeeters Zenicola. So 2 outs, none on, in steps Kyle Kibitza.
Definitely wonder about a guy, too. He hasn't at least appeared in a game up until this point. So, yeah, like you said, pretty good start going right through the teeth of the Skeeters lineup.
So 2 outs, none on for Kyle. Kyle has struck out twice and flied out to center. Zenicola went to Arizona State. Drafted twice. First time in 2003 as this one is skied down the left side. That was by the Braves in the 43rd round, then by the Nationals in the 6th round in 2006. Played with the Skeeters in 2016 and 2017, and in that championship season, 2-5, a 2.93 ERA and 3 saves. In 60 innings, he struck out 60, walking just 15. That was a big piece of that puzzle for this championship. Last year for Sugarland, 1-3, a 4.66 ERA. Lifetime record 20-22 and a 3.74 ERA and 65 career saves. Saved 12 twice in his career during a season. This one a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Zenicola right now 7 pitches, 6 of them for strikes, 2 outs, none on. Skeeters leading 3-0 here in the bottom of the 8th.
Quick worker too. I mean, it seemed like he was already on the mound with the ball in his hand before it even hit the catcher's mitt.
The 1-2. There's one on the outside corner, strike 3. So the former Skeeter carves up on just 8 pitches, 7 of them for strikes, and that'll do it. Skeeters go 3 up, 3 down, but they are 3 defensive outs away from a win, up 3-0. I'll tell you all about Skeeters close up Felipe Paulino when we get back as the Skeeters trying to close it down. When we come back in a moment.
What does it take to rebuild trust? At Wells Fargo, we've been thinking about that a lot lately. For us, it begins with a renewed commitment to our customers, fixing what went wrong, making things right, working with more transparency and higher accountability, and reinventing how we serve you. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot like our first day. Wells Fargo, established 1852, re-established 2018. Wells Fargo Bank N.A., member FDIC.
Has your home or commercial insurance claim been denied or underpaid? At Morgan Elite Specialist Services, we know that the insurance claim process can be stressful. Our public adjusters have the experience to make this process as smooth, easy, and comfortable as possible, so you can get on with enjoying the things you're protecting. Learn more by visiting us online at messtx.com. That's MESSTX.com. Or call us today at 855-445-3404. We truly look forward to meeting you.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music and a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Hi, I'm Kim Holstead with Coldwell Banker United Realtors in Sugar Land. Go Skeeters!
All right, Skeeters fans, time to fear the beard. Felipe Paulino going to come on for that what's been pesky 11th save of the season. Felipe, 6'3", 275 pounds. Born in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Felipe is 2-1 with a 0.98 ERA in the season. Going to be making appearance number 19.
Well, Paulino will face 5, 6, and 7 here. Alfredo Silviero, Melvin Rodriguez, and Geraldo Valentin. Skeeters leading 3-0. Paulino trying for that elusive 11th save. Still leads the league in that category with 10. First pitch here is a strike on the outside corner. I want to flash back to this 2 appearances ago, because not only did I say it, Pete and Cavilla said it, and I think most people said it about. So Paulino comes in with the Skeeters leading 6-4 in the 9th in Southern Maryland. First ball is hit to right field. Anthony Jansen, as sure a fielder as you'll ever find, drops it a ball to his left. I mean an inch to his left. Drops it. That's error number 1. The next batter, Ryan Strausberger, hits one to short. Alvaro Rondon throws it to first, pulls Kyle Kubica off the bag for error number 2. The third hitter, Frank Martinez, a ground ball to second baseman Colin Walsh. You think at least maybe a double play. Skeeters in business. Walsh throws it to Rondon, past him into left center field. 3 errors in a row. Now the bases are loaded and the Skeeters are leading 6-4. Pinch hitter Angelo Sanco hits one to the right side. Kyle Kubica, also sure-handed as they come, dives to his right, kicks off of his mitt. Infield single. Bases loaded, one in. It's now 6-5. This one is swung and missed. Strike 3. And Silviero down. Skeeters 2 outs away from a win, and Paulino 2 outs away from that elusive 11th save. So the bases are loaded. It's now a one-run game at 6-5, and with the outfield in, it is Devin Rodriguez who hits one over the head of Barrett Barnes with the outfield drawn in, and all Barrett could do was turn around and just watch it, and the Skeeters lose 7-6 as poor Paulino, who has a 3-up, 3-down inning, can't get any help defensively, and doesn't get an out, yet he gets tagged with a loss. It's like the most unjust loss in professional baseball history.
Yeah, that just adds fuel to the fire about the loss the loss stat not being quite as valued as it once was. But hey, it's like Felipe taking matters in his own hands, getting a strikeout here to start the inning.
The next time out, Skeeters win 4-3 on that final game of the road trip. He goes one inning and can't get the save as they tie it and goes into extra innings. He allows 1 run on 2 hits, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Paulino in a tough last 2 outings, but looks like he is on his game again here. Of course, Paulino, as professional and big league guy as they come, he has been unbelievable this season. The 0-2 is on the inside corner, strike 3. And Paulino's not listening to me. Good for him. 2 outs, none on. And in steps Geraldo Valentin. I think I'm going to stick with this theme about him not being successful. Most of it not his fault in the last 2 outings, because he is mowing through the Road Warriors, and the Skeeters find themselves down just 1 out away from pulling out a victory.
Yeah, this is about as impressive as we've seen Felipe all year. I mean, he's coming in and absolutely no answer here from the Road Warriors. Strikeout swinging and looking. So
7 pitches, 6 of them for strikes. So Paulino mowing down hitters. 3 straight strikeouts, by the way, between West and Paulino, as Paulino tries to put an exclamation point on that elusive 11th win by striking out the side in order as Valentin steps in here. Valentin has singled twice, and he has struck out in his last at-bat, so he's 2 for 3. First pitch here by Paulino. This one a strike. And then earlier this season, he hits a ball into left field that Courtney Hawkins seems to have it, and wind was a factor, but he misses it to his left. I mean, barely to his left, and the base is clear.
Yeah, he's
poor Paulino. He has had some unfortunate mistakes behind him. This one is chopped foul right side. The Skeeters are 1 strike away. Paulino 8 of 9 pitches for strikes here.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier to me, Felipe is one of those guys where he has so much experience.
No doubt.
He's done so much where you know that's not gonna factor into him. I mean, he's almost the guy you'd hope that would happen to if anybody in the pitching staff, because you know it's not gonna ruin him. As we're seeing right now, I mean, he's as impressive as he's been all year in this outing.
But I'm not going to jinx him and put a save in the book yet until he gets his final strike. I don't want to jinx poor Paulino. This one off the mask of Norris. Poor Derek. There's a guy who seems to find the ball everywhere he is. Behind the plate, at bat. I think even sitting in his living room, a ball might come flying through.
I know, he's got to wear the catcher's gear when he's watching TV. Now, that one caught him right at the top of the mats, but you didn't even see the umpire go out there and talk to the pitcher. Norris must be
probably
okay.
Afraid to ask his wife, hey, throw me a beer.
Yeah, right.
Again, the 0-2 from Paulino. He'll kick and deal, and this one is low, 1-2. Skeeters leading 3-0 here.
Yeah, they really put the clamp down. They had those 2 singles last inning, and ever since 4 strikeouts and a weak fly out to center field. It's a nice job by Matt West and Felipe to put the clamp down thus far.
Norris will set up outside. The 1-2 here by Paulino. Got him! Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And that's the game as Paulino gets that elusive 11th save with authority by striking out the side in order. He throws 12 pitches, 10 of them for strikes, and that'll do it. Skeeters with their 4th shutout of the season. Take a look at the final numbers here. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Skeeters. No runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Road Warrior. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll give you the final numbers. Will Scott will have our player of the game, and we'll preview tomorrow's morning matchup. All that and more. We'll return on the Skeeters post-game show in a moment.
So there I was, just minding my own business when a hit and run. This guy came out of nowhere. Bam! And he just kept going. Thankfully, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance was there with the right auto coverage for how and where I drive. So I was on my way in no time to witness the hit and run that really matter.
Now that's a moment worth covering. 877 Farm Bureau.
Hey Skeeters fans, have a worry-free kids' birthday party here at Constellation Field. You and your guests will have everything you need, including access to our picnic plaza, pool, food, cake, and so much more. The birthday child will be able to throw out the first pitch, get a jersey with their name and number, and we will sing happy birthday to them on the dugout. Join us at Constellation Field, where we will do all the work so you can enjoy the game.
Where can you go to beat the heat and enjoy some wonderful shade trees on the finest deck in Fort Bend? The answer is Dry Creek Social Club. They offer a large selection of craft beers, fine wines, and handmade cocktails. Relax and enjoy yourself indoors or outdoors. They also have a large dance floor and feature live music and a great atmosphere. Conveniently located nearby at 3333 FM 359 between the Swinging Door and Pecan Grove.
Come on over, 832-471-6668 for more information.
Well, the ominous music is to break the drinks as the Skeeters and Polino survive another close one. And, really, the 3-0 shutout, you can look at this two ways and say the Skeeters really dominate tonight, or they left their opponent hanging around quite a bit. In fact, the Skeeters were out hit here tonight despite the 3-0 victory.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, the Bats have still been pretty quiet to open this series, but it could just be it takes a win like this where you get just a heck of an effort from your pitching staff. Maybe the floodgates open up tomorrow morning, with the quick turnaround.
Well, the Skeeters get the victory. Let's take a look at the final numbers. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Skeeters. No runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Road Warriors. Skeeters get their 4th shutout of the season. With the win, the Skeeters are 25-17. The Road Warriors drop to 10-31. Picking up his first win as a member of the Skeeters is starter Casey Coleman. He ends up 1-0. Felipe Paulino finally gets that elusive 11th save of the season to add to his league-leading total. And really, former Skeeter Raul Rivera pitched very well tonight, and he is on the losing end. Came in with an ERA right about at 3.5. He's 1-4, coming in now 1-5. Time of the game is a very reasonable 2 hours and 27 minutes. Is that even possible for a Skeeters game these days?
Yeah, wow.
If it's not extra innings, it's very long.
This was the anti-Skeeters game of late. A short game ends in regulation. I mean, I don't even know if I'm at a Skeeters game.
Maybe we should do 5 more innings just to stay in practice.
I would say, we want to stay sharp for tomorrow morning.
4,055 fans on hand here to witness this win. We'll tell you how it's happened. Not a lot of highlights. A pair of runs by the Skeeters in the second inning. It started with a Matt Chavez single, and then a double by Derek Norris. 2 batters later, a sac fly by Courtney Hawkins, and then an RBI single by Anthony Jansanti, and the Skeeters went up 2-0, and really would be all they needed. They get one more run in the third, and a rally with 2 outs. Dennis Phipps singled with 2 down. Matt Chavez singled, and a third straight single by Derek Norris made it 3-0. It was all Casey Coleman tonight. 7 shutout innings, just under 100 pitches. What a job he did. He struck out 8 while walking 1 in 7. 2 strikeouts by Matt West, who sets up Polino, who strikes out the side. So the last 6 batters of the game, 5 of them down via the strikeout, as the Skeeters win this one by a score of 3-0. Looks like we are ready for our player of the game, and standing by with our own Will Scott is Matt Chavez. Will.
Thanks, Ira. Will Scott here with our player of the game, Matt Chavez, who went 2 for 4 tonight. Matt, you had a .340 average coming into this game. How have you been able to stay so consistent this whole season?
I work hard, man. That's plain and simple. I hit usually wherever I go because I work hard.
Some lineup changes by Pete tonight. You found yourself in the cleanup spot. How comfortable did you feel in that role?
Honestly, I've hit all over in the lineup this year and all other years. 4 spot, 3 spot, 5 spots usually kind of where I hit. So for me, that's as comfortable, I guess, as it could get.
Tough loss last night. You've had several extra inning games the past few days. Just got back from the road. Do you feel like the team was a lot more rested coming in this game and just more relaxed?
I think the guys were just fired up to go out there and get a win. We needed to win ball games, and that's what we come here to do. There's no day that any of these guys step in here not trying to get a win, so it just happened to go our way. We did what we needed to do tonight, and we pulled it out.
Casey Coleman, your starter, went 7 scoreless with 8 strikeouts. What do you guys say about his performance?
Oh, I love him on the mound. Anytime he's out there, I think it fires up the boys. What a great pitcher. I mean, he's the real deal. That's the kind of guy you need on the mound.
That was our player of the game, Matt Chavez. Back up to you, Ira.
Well, thank you very much, Will. So Matt Chavez helps lead the Skeeters to a win. And, Will alluded to it. How big was this win? I know it's like, again, exaggerating saying this was a huge win for the Skeeters. It could set the tone. It wasn't quite that win, but it was an important one.
Yeah, you're kind of just left with a bad taste in your mouth after Monday night's loss. I mean, again, you get a scuffling Road Warriors team against one of the pitchers who struggled the most in the Atlantic League this year, and you can't come away with a victory, even tying it at the bottom of the 9th. So I think maybe less big picture. I think just the short term. You kind of just you wipe that bad taste in your mouth. You get a W tonight, and then a quick turnaround tomorrow. So you hope that it signals kind of the swing here for the Skeeters. And hey, Barnstormers lost tonight, so maybe it is the tide of turning.
4 games back, so Skeeters make a little room. A lot of former Skeeters. Former Skeeter tonight on the hill. We saw AJ close out the game last night, a former Skeeter. Here we saw Zach Zenicola, the former Skeeter, and Raul Rivera started the game tomorrow. Former Skeeter Kelvin Villa will be on the mound. The lefty is 0-4 with a 4.33 ERA against right-hander Brett Marshall, coming off a very difficult start, 2-2, and guy who's in the top 10 in ERA now at a 4.82 ERA. And final thoughts on this one, Ryan, and takeaways from this win.
Yeah, another great starting pitching performance. You've seen him. It's his 4th one in a row. It started with Dallas Beeler, went to Connor Wade. Last night we had another great one, and then Casey Coleman picks up the rope where we left off, and another great pitching performance. And you just hope that when you're playing bad baseball like the Skeeters did on Monday night, they'll be the first to tell you that was not a well played game. Maybe it helps them play a little looser tomorrow. Things kind of loosen up a little bit. You get back in that relaxed form that we saw him play earlier in the year.
Well, that is going to do it for us here. Incredible win for the Skeeters as they shut out the Road Warriors for their 4th shutout of the season. They are now 4-2 in shutouts in this 3-0 win. Remember, tomorrow, a little bagels and baseball. Will Scott claims he's going to find me a good bagel here in Texas. We'll see. Cream cheese is a given.
See.
Philadelphia cream cheese on the way. For my broadcast partners, Will Scott and Ryan Posner, this is Ira Loon saying enjoy the rest of your evening. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning.